Celebrate good times. Come on. What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Tonight is the debut. Tonight is the night you will remember. Tonight is a night that will live in infamy. Some of you may forget what even happened today with it being Cinco de Mayo, but that's why YouTube keeps everything and you can go back on Seis de Mayo tomorrow and rewatch it. Coincidence that I have a Spanish theme opening? No, maybe not. But we're going to introduce you to the new show. The Sunday Shenanigans are here. I'm here. The new co-host is here. We're going to have fun. We're going to bring you some good Chets talk. We are going to have a blast. We are going to get buck wild ghetto style right after this. We're working on the opening. Music came in. We're working on some things. We should have everything up by next week. But I'm not doing this alone. When I was looking for someone to host a show with me, I was looking for somebody who I can relate to, who views the Jets, their past, their present, and their future in the same light that I do. I want someone who thinks logically. I want someone who can keep their eye on the prize and be logical and assess it fairly and not be an idiot. Pretty simple. So I've seen someone pop on Jake a couple times. He's been on here with me a couple times on call-ins. And I just said, this guy's got what I'm looking for. This is the guy that I'm going to ask. And I reached out to him. And I was very happy and very grateful that he said yes. And I'm excited of what we're going to bring you. Not just today, every day. We'll have collaborations during the week. But my new Sunday night co-host in a 50-50 joint operation is the one, the only Uncle VR. What's up, sir?
What's up? Or should I say, ole?
I had no maracas. I'm sorry. Amazon won't get them here till the 8th. Ocho. I'm sorry. To the Ocho.
To the Ocho. I just want to say thank you for having me and, collaborating with me moving forward. We've talked a lot off air. There's been, a lot of history, nostalgia that we've gone over. There's been a lot of, present things that we want to see with this team, the New York Jets, and that we agree on, and sometimes that we don't agree on. But, we've always come to, the formulation of we're fans, we bleed green, we love this team, and that's what, it's all about. And that's what the show is going to be about for the most part. Sharing that love with all you guys, basically. And that's going to be my charge, and hopefully we will laugh together, we'll cry together, and we'll have fun. I'm looking forward to it. Nick, yeah. I know we talked about the theme music, and putting that together and stuff like that, and I thought of it and I said, I have the perfect theme music for the show, and I wanted to share it with you now. It even has your name in it. You want to hear it?
Yeah, I'm
We are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks.
Kill that. Don't get me copyright infringement over that. If you're going to get me copyright infringement, let's make it something enjoyable. Oh. Well, this show lasted 5 minutes. That was better than I thought it would. Oh. But Yeah, I'm looking forward to not that part, but the rest I'm looking forward to. Um, this is going to be fun. We're bringing back the list. What we'll do, we're going to do the opening. We're going to do the list. Uh, tonight's list is top 5 games we're looking forward to this season. Uncle VR will do his list. I'll do mine. We'll get some input from you, fine distinguished gentlemen in the chat, and Johnny, because we can't include him in that. And after that, we got a new segment that you thought of, a little word association. You're going to drop some players' names, and then I'm gonna respond. We'll get some input from the chat as well, and then we'll break that down. And then what we're going to do, what we are going to bring you after that is we're going to do questions from the chat. We'll have a question segment. Now, don't forget, if there's a question that you might not be able to be here for later on, super chat, question, comment, input always cuts the line and will interrupt any segment and get you right to the front. And we will thank you, salute you, and respond. After that, later on, we're going to have hot takes. What are the hot takes, you ask? The hot takes is the chat's time to shine. Now, different from other nights where I have like an open call in and open hangout, this has got to be bullet point, hot take, quick discussion, Jets facts only, Jets discussion purposes, and then we'll move on. Now, after we get all the content that we want to provide you, you guys know me. I know VR's a weirdo with a regular job and has to get up and do stuff. God bless him for it. But you guys know me. I'll hang out. After we're done with our show, our 2-hour segment, if you guys are still hanging out, you guys are still having fun, you know me. I'll open it up and we'll hang out and we'll have a good time after. So don't be discouraged.
Yeah, we'll call that overtime with the shine.
Yes. Ooh, I like that. But let's say hello to all you guys. Daniel Murphy, the first one here tonight, throwing up 2 middle fingers to the sky. Mr. Bonesy. No boners tonight. No boners tonight. Mr. Bonesy, just all due respect to you, sir. Fun segment the other night for those that missed it Thursday night with him and Bobby. Keep an eye out for future segments with boners with Bob. Snowball. Can't wait. That's how you got to read that. That's how you got to read that. Can't wait.
Can't wait.
I can't wait. No, you can't read it like that. You got to get it up. You got to get that from the esophagus. You got to come up with that one. North of the border, bring the smoke, gentlemen. We shall, Mr. Canuck. Connor, really looking forward to the show. Thanks, buddy. I don't know how late you can hang out with school, but thank you for popping in. Thank you for being early in the chat. For those of you that don't know, this is me. Hi, I look cool. That's a GoFundMe that I wanted to put together. For those of you that don't know about it yet, that is for 2 years ago. There was a Wayward Jet Fund. Green Bean and others were promoting. And Iowan Jet fan got out here from Iowa for his first Jet home game. Last year, there was a GoFundMe that helped me keep a roof over my head, food in my mouth in really, really bad times. And I always promised everyone when life got better, I would pay it forward. And what we're going to do this year, good friend of the show, Dano, we are going to get him to his first ever Jets home game. The game is to be determined, but if any of you would like to help contribute, all money in will be all money out. We'll get Dane a ticket. We'll get him transportation out here. We'll get him a place to stay. If nobody else, somebody might offer, that's to be determined. But we're prepared to do all that and then get him a little money in his pocket for the day of the game. If we have enough contributions that go higher than that, we'll either open it up to get somebody else who's never been to a Jet home game before, or what we will do is if we have enough money, we will do a raffle. And every single person who has donated will be eligible to win a ticket to a Jet home game. So if we don't have enough to get another person, we'll get a ticket and you can join us that day at the game. So,
and I think what we'll do with that too is, once we get that and we get the Dano or another person to the game, we'll document all that information in pictures and some video, and then we'll come back on the show on Sunday and we'll kind of play that out and then have the person on and just talk to them about their experience, and that they can share their experience with us and with all the the viewers and stuff like that, and just show that we're a family, we're a team, and this is the things that we do, and they can share in that experience with all of us as well. So I think it's an awesome thing to get that GoFundMe going, and I look forward to everybody contributing if they can get that GoFundMe going.
Amateur, sorry, I'm an amateur. Forgive me. Somebody asked me for what link. Where's your site? So I had to open up YouTube real quick to share it with them. Let me kick that out to them. Boop, boop. All right, you said hello. T-minus, look at you counting it down, all excited, all giddy. I like that you narrowed down your colors from the very festive, bright colors that you were rocking today at the barbecue. That was you would glow in the dark with that outfit, man. There were some bright colors in that. I can't pull that shit off. God bless you for being able to.
It's Cinco de Mayo, but that particular event, that is a very colorful event with real hip hop and just great artists that come in to the Orlando area and just have a good time. And that particular event is a family event with spouses and kids and stuff like that. And I, for 2 years in a row, been manning the grill. So start off with the grill and just have fun with that, and
you were on the grill with that nice of an outfit on?
Oh, well, I had to like I had to do it in layers. I had to, take off some clothes and, put an apron on and, kind
of barbecue. Clothes coming up. No.
Well, that's a different show than this one.
Hey, you never know what show that's going to pop up in. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
I want to give a shout out to Knobcraft for his support. This show is going to bomb. Thank you. We appreciate your support, sir. I thought maybe it was going to be the bomb, but now we're on a terror watch list. So thank you to you. Alan, my man, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Johnny boy. Oh, Johnny look at boy. That.
I like that with the hat and that's really nice emoji. Yeah, it does actually.
Much better than him.
It's clean.
Yeah, that is neat. That's nice. Wild Wave always supporting.
Wild Wave.
Barney, new member.
Barney.
Mr. Italiano, Italy Jet.
Hey.
Welcome. Hey. Jerome is here.
Welcome.
New York Jets super fan is here. Oh, I'm misclicking. I'm excited. My
exciting
buddy Mark Reese is here. What's up, Juggaloon? Infrared, the big man.
Infrared.
The big dude. Guy just looks like he curls cars. Like he just picks up Volkswagens and curls them.
Oh, I like that logo too. Look at that.
That's nice. Yeah, he made that the other day. I saw that. David D, what's up?
David
Let's
D.
See who else we got here? We got Cuca Lake. So far, he's here and no insults towards me. So this is a record for him.
So far, so good.
Happy.
Yeah.
So far,
let's go.
Might be his longest amount of time in the chat without an insult. I'm sure by the time I catch up in the chat, we'll have it. Rich, what's up, sir?
Rich.
Let's see. I'm trying to catch up. Boom, 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 boom. Anybody else? Blitz. Hello. Good evening, gentlemen. Hello to you. Mr. Hank G is in the house.
Hank G.
Oh, yeah. Harlan. Patty Grimes. Kill that. I'm serious with kill that because that could be copyright. Like, if they have that audio copyrighted, YouTube is savage with that stuff. Like, any money that you make during the show, they will keep to themselves if you have a copyright infringement.
That never happened. Trust me.
All right. Oh, look who's here.
Hey, that's awesome. Channel member. Let's go.
1 month. Thank you, Charles. Thank you to you. Kudos to you.
You're a
Thank you
gentleman
for
and a
being a
scholar.
member. Dano is here. Nick, you have a lot of foundation
Dano.
on. Is it Blanco Ivory?
Very talented young man right there. And if you haven't catched his show on Friday nights, go ahead and do that. It's an awesome show with awesome people, and he has a good time on there. So nice little plug there, and go ahead and catch him as well.
Yeah, Dane, he's a cool dude. And mess. So
this is one of the best names on YouTube. Jets mess is awesome. Every time I see that, I smile to myself because it's an awesome name.
It is. We've been a mess for so long. I wait for the day that he changes his name and says, we're not a mess anymore. Today was the day. You get the trophy. We do a show that night. And then all of a sudden he's like, oh, yeah, you guys remember me? We used to be a mess. Now it's Jets win.
Well, I would suggest Jets yes after we win the Super Bowl.
Oh, little Daniel Bryan back in the
there
old
we
days.
go. Yeah.
So, all right. Welcome. Thank you for everyone for hanging out. So for those of you that were with me way back in the day, before green screens, before lighting, when it was just a small little show for 7 or 8 of you, back when like Dart Soldier was there. Hey, what's up, Arizona Jet? Thank you
Arizona
for joining.
Jet.
I got an alert
Thank you,
from
sir.
AD Pugnut just subscribed to the channel. So whoever that is, thank you very much. We appreciate you. Oh, we're at 714. The climb to 800.
Let's go.
Nice. Now, Snowball, well done. On with the show. Ooh, this is a good one. We win the bowl. JETS, best.
Now that's also
I
awesome.
look forward to the discussion and the official name change. Like, you have to come on the show, mess, after we win the title this year, and you will get to announce it live on the show what the name will be. I am starting the parade right now for the name change when we win the title, and you do it here live on the show with us. But all right, let's get into it. The list is something that I've always enjoyed doing. I've always enjoyed putting together like a list, right? Everyone does it with their top 5 rappers, the top 5 basketball. I always thought it'd be cool to break it down even finer and look at different things that have happened with players, games, history of our favorite team. And VR, you have one, and I defer to you since it's your first day as the co-host, and tell everybody what you got. Tell them what you came up with.
So for tonight's list, we are going to talk about the schedule, which is going to be coming out at some point this week. The Jets have not talked to us about a particular date. They're kind of keeping this a secret, but I came up with what are, from the away games that the Jets are playing, what game of that list would you like to go to, or of all 8 games, what is your top 5 of that of that 8 that you would like to go to? And this can take into consideration location, stadium, the opponent. You just like to see Miami's ass kicked. I want to put that on the top of the list. All those things can be taken into consideration, most definitely. So before I start my list, I'm actually going to run down the the 8 games, and then I'll go into my list. So the away games in alphabetical order, or not alphabetical order, are the Buffalo Bills, the Miami Dolphins, the New England Patriots, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Tennessee Titans, the Arizona Cardinals, the San Francisco 49ers, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Minnesota Vikings. All right. Now, when you do your list, do you go from 5 to 1 or do you go from
Always.
1 to 5?
Always. I am a 5-1 guy because I
You're a
want
5
the
to 1
excitement
guy.
to build. I don't want to jump the shark right away. I want even though I don't do amusement park rides, I want the climb before the drop. I don't want to just drop right away.
Okay, so you want the anticipation and suspense as we climb into that one spot. So okay, so I'll start off with my list, going with 5 first. And of this list, I'm going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And
Why is that?
there are a few different reasons, and some of them are personal. My son is he goes to the University of Pittsburgh. He's in his second. He's going to be going into his second year, and so that is a personal reason that I'd like to go. But another reason is because there's a contingent of people who live in that area that want to do a game for Pittsburgh, and Dano being one of them. I want to say
Dano who resides in Western Sleep with Your Sister, Pennsylvania.
that is the
same Dano.
I'm standing here. This is my wife and my sister, and one person is standing there. Yes, that person. Yes,
nice.
So for those reasons, and those are the personal reasons. The other reasons is Heinz Field itself is a really, really nice field from what I've heard. The area in Pittsburgh is probably one of the best small cities in the country, unknown best small cities in the country. We're talking, if you're doing a week there, they have the arts, they have, the city, they have Primanti Brothers, it's just a nice hang, without a lot of the glitz and glamour. It is a very nice hang, and from my understanding, a beautiful venue to watch a game. And then, finally, who doesn't want to see the Pittsburgh Steelers ass kicked from our Jets? So with all
take
the
your terrible towel and your terrible team and wipe your tears off your terrible face.
Just the look on their faces as we leave the stadium and the Jets are victorious, as Aaron Rodgers throws 4 touchdowns and our defense shuts Russell Wilson. What's his saying now? Not let's ride, it's let's nail, or let's.
I don't know. He's
let's
so
do
cringe.
something. Yes, he's very.
Forgive me. I know I'm a 45-year-old boring white male. But sometimes I can't help but catch on with words of the youth. He's so cringe. And I know I look like a big boomer for saying that. Shout out to Boomtown. But I felt it when it came out of my mouth. But there's no other. It's a fitting word. He's just creepy. He is creepy, Russell Wilson. He just tries to fit in. He doesn't. He fits in, and this one's for you, Cuca Lake. He fits in about as well as me as a sandal wearing convention. It just doesn't fit. It looks weird. It's not meant to be. That was for you, Cuca. I hope you were here to enjoy the lack of toe joke. So yeah, he's just, you know what? I got a prediction. I'm gonna add this when we play Pittsburgh. We start the Justin Fields era. That's how bad Russell Wilson is gonna play. That we start the Justin Fields era either in that game or after the following game. That's how bad we're going to beat the crap out of him.
Even taking into consideration that, like, the new word is that Justin Fields is going to be playing special teams. They're going to be utilizing him in special teams.
You're going to see some crazy stuff on kickoffs this year, right? Like, we've been discussing it. Like I've been saying, we don't know the. You even heard Coach Salas say it. They're not going to have a lot on film the first couple weeks. They're even later in the season. You're going to see some things get pulled out that pause, no Diddy, that you haven't seen before, because creativity is going to be invigorated back into special teams in the NFL. So who knows? You might see things like that, right? The guy's a big, strong runner. He's your backup quarterback. If Russ is playing well, find a way to use Fields as a weapon. I think it would be
Oh, and
stupid.
I miss that too. I miss the kickoffs and the craziness of the anticipation of the kickoff for the past couple of years has been non-existent because it's boring. It goes through the end zone and we're done. The offense runs onto the field. Now it's going to be just back to where it was before, where every kickoff could mean something different, offense or defense, So I'm really, really looking forward to that. But yeah, I agree. Wilson cringe. Yeah. Most
Plus,
definitely.
that'll be a good. That's always a good test for your offensive line when you're going against the Pittsburgh pass rush. Even years that they're down and they can't score, that front is going to be ferocious. So it'll let us know how good our offensive line really truly is. If we can handle that pass rush with Watt and who's the other one? Highsmith? Is Highsmith the other one in Pittsburgh? I think so. I think that was his name. It'd be a good test for Moses because he's more known as a run blocker. But if you can handle Watt, that's going to get this fan base really, really excited. So I like it. That's a good 5. Who you got next?
Let's go to number 4. And my 4 is going to be the Minnesota Vikings. And
Sammy D!
Minnesota, Skull and, the horn and, they have their own traditions. It's a game that we don't play very often. So, especially in Minnesota. So, looking forward to that. Minnesota, the Twin Cities, very cultured city, very nice place to visit. My hope is that, any of those away games that are in cold places are earlier in the year so that, if I do decide or people do decide to travel, going to Minnesota is a beautiful place, in October, in early November. It is not a beautiful place in December. It is, it's pretty much you're going to be, sheltered inside and, avoiding the outside for everything else. Minnesota is a beatable team this year, so I look forward to the win there.
That
I think
stadium is amazing.
the stadium is amazing. I think
it looks cool. I've never been there, but just seeing it on television and from the outside, it just looks awesome.
And the Minnesota Viking fans, those are like for me one of the most underrated fans because they really love their team and they really show out for their team and they get into the Vikings garb and they do it and they really support the team and that stadium gets really, really loud. It's a dome, gets really, really loud, so the atmosphere is always very high intensity. So just that alone is something that I think would be worth going to see, and I would love to see it, and that's why it's 4 on my list.
All right, I like it,
and it's an easy win, and I think it's an easy win this year.
You're either going to have Sam Darnold or JJ McCarthy, and that'll be fun. That'll be a fun game for Steve. And let's not forget, there's a chance that game might not be Minnesota. There is a possibility that's London because Minnesota does have a London home game this year.
They do. And but for some reason or another, I think it's going to be Jacksonville. But I mean, we'll talk about that moving down the line. I'll keep going through my list. All right. So number 3 on my list is the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans, and
which has caught some rumors of possible week 1 opener. Now, we don't know how true it is. Somebody released what they think is a Jet schedule, and that's all over the internet now, and everybody's saying that could be week 1, which would make it even more exciting, right?
Yeah. Every time I see those leaked schedules, they are all 99.9% always wrong. Always wrong. I am not going for the cheese in that bait again. There was one that caught steam last year, and it was going all over the the Reddit boards and internet and stuff like that. And it turned out to be just a crock of crap. Like somebody leaked a picture that somebody from One Jets Drive had, and that just made the rounds, and it ended up to be bullshit. And it was like, okay, I am not going down that rabbit hole ever again. No leak schedules. I'm not doing it. So I'm not believing it. In any case.
All right, bro. Whoa, don't shoot the messenger, bro. Don't shoot me on the first show. Can we get to the first show? I'm sorry, I brought it up. I won't mention it again.
Tennessee Titans week 1. Sign me up. I'd really go for that. Now, Nashville, Tennessee is just an awesome place. I mean, it has country, it has rock, it has a great atmosphere.
Yeah.
The town is, I mean, when they had the draft there, it was like just lightning in a bottle. I mean, every moment of I did not go, but I've been to Nashville several times. I've stayed at the Opryland Hotel and some other places out there.
Okay.
I've actually seen Nashville grow to what it is now, because when I originally went there in the early 90s, it was kind of depressed during that time. And so to see it where it is now, where it's the economy is booming, and the area itself around it is the residential areas are really nice and stuff like that. The nightlife there is incredible. And so anyone that would go there would have like an amazing time in Nashville. Nashville, the team, again, not that I'm picking, teams that are depressed right now, but it's another game that we should be favored in. We should be able to win.
Yeah.
The only thing that I will say about Nashville, I have it really high on my list. I have it as my number 2. The only thing that I'll say about Nashville is that I don't want to see Nashville in December, because they have an outdoor stadium and it is cold. It gets cold there too. It's that southern cold, but it's still cold nonetheless. So that's about the only thing. But Nashville,
I'm excited for this defense. It's like the other games you mentioned, right? The Jets are blessed this year on their schedule not to have the quarterback gauntlet. And Will Levis against this defense, sign me up.
I'll take that. Yep.
And no Derrick Henry, double sign me up. So I'm liking this matchup for us too. So, and like you said, it's a good happening town.
Yes, most definitely. And then that was my number 2, and then my number 1 on the list is going to be San Francisco. And again, San Francisco, some of it for personal reasons, and some of it for reasons in terms of the stadium, because they have one of the new stadiums in the league. The 49ers are probably going to be the hardest team that we play on our schedule. Bar none. I mean, like head and shoulders above any other team, that, in my opinion.
Agree.
It would be a good matchup, but going to San Francisco and going to the Bay Area, and I envision this being a Monday night game. I envision this being a Sunday night game. I envision this game being a primetime game. In the Bay Area, in San Francisco. Now they don't play in San Francisco anymore.
Santa Clara.
They play in Santa Clara, which is south. Think the equivalent of being the New York Jets but playing in New Jersey. It's very similar to that. When I lived in San Francisco, I used to go to Candlestick Park and go, which is South San Francisco, and the nostalgia of Candlestick Park and the San Francisco history with all the Super Bowls and Dwight Clark and Joe Montana and Jerry Rice and all that, just going to that stadium, even though it wasn't, it got old fast. was a great moment. They tailgate really good out there. It's cool. I don't know if they've lost that in terms of the new stadium, but I'm it's the same fans, so I'm sure that
Yeah.
they kept those traditions going.
Did you
Just to
want
see a
to?
great stadium.
You want to read this comment? I don't want to.
Yes, this
I don't
is
want to step
yes,
on it.
yes. This is my boy Hader Ali, mi hermano, mi alegro verte. Good to hear you, bro. JETS, Jets, LFG, baby, let's go.
Now,
Yeah,
what
that's my boy.
is? I like to sometimes guess when I see other languages what they're saying. Mi allegro verte. Does that mean my allegro works? Allergy season?
Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
that's okay.
So
Nailed it.
yes, so if you yeah, you got that one. That it means great to see you. Great to see you.
Got you. Got you. All right,
Yep.
well, I'm happy your allegro works. My allegro works too. I'm feeling good today. But thanks for joining,
Your
buddy.
eyes look great.
They're
Yeah.
good. They're good. They're fresh. They're good. A little rain today washed the pollen away. It was nice. Nice.
So that's my list. And
Wait, you did Pittsburgh, Minnesota, Tennessee, San Fran.
oh, I'm sorry, San Fran. That was number 2.
Yeah,
And my number 1 is Arizona, the Cardinals.
the golfing
And
alone, right? The golfing alone, if you make that trip, is just you want to go golf.
you want to go golf, you want to go to the spa, you want to go to they have some good pizza out there. There's a very small New York contingent that lives out there. So if you're traveling as a Jets fan and you're going out there, you're going to be met with brethren out there, Jets brethren, people that bleed green. The stadium is, top notch. And I mean, like Phoenix, Arizona, everything around there, Sedona. Yeah, just pick a spot to go to. You got the red clay, you got the mountains, you got, anything that you can want for nightlife, day life. Just a beautiful place, not only to visit but to live. And a contingent of Jets fans will have a great time going out to Arizona. And if you're going to do that, spend a week out there.
Yeah.
And Arizona, again, the only reason why San Francisco, I flip flop, it's not San Francisco number 1 and is Arizona number 1 is because I'm putting in consideration teams that we're going to beat too. So I want to leave there. I want to leave there with a win. I don't know in San Francisco if we're going to leave there with a win or not, but I know in Arizona that's going to be a
going
high
on a road trip,
probability.
you want to book a road trip where it's like, okay, I don't want to do all this, and then we take an L. You want to increase your chances of seeing your boys win. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Agreed. I could have finished that sentence for you. That I knew exactly where you were going with that, and we're not even an hour into the show, and we can finish each other's sentences. I love it.
There you go. And listen, I went last year to Las Vegas and we lost. A game that we should have won easily. And the feeling leaving that stadium with those Raiders fans and their it just like hurt my heart and hurt my spirit. And after having such a good time in Las Vegas, great time, great people, just beautiful scenery, and then to lose, it just put a black eye on the whole experience for me. And I don't want to see that for our Jets fans. I want them to go out and win the game and have the experience as well. So my man Gator McCluskey is in the house.
And I just have to comment this because every time the Raider game gets brought up, thanks, CJ. Jerk. I don't remember the last time I celebrated 2 touchdowns on one drive, and we ended up with 0 touchdowns on that drive.
Oh my goodness.
Zach stepped out when he dove, but we celebrated it. Then they review it. Then Brees scores, holding CJ, comes back, and then we don't even score. So we didn't score a touchdown. So it just if that's the perfect summary of the 2023 New York Jets.
Imagine
You thought
being
you
there,
did.
though. Imagine being in the stands, and I was surrounded. The section that I was in, I was surrounded by Raider fans.
Okay.
So it was just a scenario where everybody's cheering around me when we're fucking up, and then we score a touchdown, and I'm like, Hakeem in Coming to America, like in the face to all the Raiders fans, and then it gets called back, and I'm like, I have to turn into a sheep, like,
Twice. And then you
and
lose
go
the
into
game.
my turtle and a turtle and go into my turtle shell.
Horrible.
It was
Horrible.
yeah.
And coincidence, turtles are green. Gator coming in saying, VR, looking good, sounding good. You the real deal, my man. Good to see you.
Gator is
Obviously,
my man.
Gator has some weird YouTube that I'm unaware of, and he ran out of characters to tell me how good I looked. So we'll just wait for that next comment to come in. But Gator, thank you for tuning in and watching. And for those who haven't seen it yet, the work he did with me and Jets Chaos belly bumping at the Jets Talking Jets draft party. It's very good work, sir. Very good work.
And let me just go ahead and plug his channel, Gator Sports. If you haven't seen it, Gator and all his hijinks and all the funny stuff that you see, like kind of all across Twitter and all the the Jake Asman show and other shows, and like you mentioned, you and Chaos video. The man is a genius. And he's the goat of the video content, the funny video content stuff. I'm glad to see him. Happy to see him.
But let's calm down with the Gator love until I get told how good I look. Let's pump the goddamn brakes, okay?
You're Gator famous now, bro. I mean, like
That's it.
you got on a video. I mean, you're etched up in Gator.
I can retire. That's
yes.
it, man. That's the only. Jeremy has talked about that, and Jeremy and I have discussed that for close to a year. Where there are many nights where we said, he's like, I wish I knew that Gator knew who I was, and then it started snowballing. It was fantastic. So Gator, thank you. You made this little boy's dream come true. All right, so I'm gonna add a couple of home games into my list just so not to be repetitive and go over yours.
Okay.
So I'm going to start off with number 5. I am looking forward to the Denver Broncos coming to town, and I am looking forward to smacking the ever-loving shit out of Sean Payton and watching him have to answer questions about how he talks shit about Hackett and he talks shit about Aaron Rodgers' coach and Aaron Rodgers' friend, and Aaron Rodgers gets to have his revenge tour. And we beat this team with Zach Wilson. We are going to fucking annihilate this team fully loaded.
Oh,
They're either going to have Zach Wilson or Bo Nix and Sauce Gardner. This is your multiple interception game. This is Sauce's huge defensive player of the year resume type of game, in my opinion. This is a game where the defense should feast. They've gotten rid of Jerry Jeudy. They only have Sutton. And we should have fun in this game. This should be one of those crowd going nuts the whole game, players laughing, celebrating, enjoying on the field, and taking care of business. So I got that game there just because Sean Payton's a bitch. Like, you're a bitch. So go get bitch slapped. Hopefully that game's on national television where we can watch Sean Payton get embarrassed. Like we've had to watch our coaches get embarrassed throughout the years. I want to be the team embarrassing other coaches now. I want to be the team up 34-3 where they can't
running
get
up
anything
the score
going.
and
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. Another home game that I'm looking forward to for the matchup, the strategy, the X's and O's is the Rams. I want to see this defense against Sean McVay. I want to see this defense match up against Puka and Cup. I want to see what we do and how they try to attack our defense and how our defense attacks their offense. That's one of those games where Ulbrich, you go and shut down McVay and you shut down Stafford and you lock down these receivers who both of them are capable of going for 10, 150 and 2 touchdowns at any given moment, you're going to start to get some head coach talk next year. So that to me is a huge game. I'm a huge Ulbrich fan, and that's the game where he can really stamp his name in the conversation of the next head coach, coming into the league.
And Aaron Donald has retired, and their defense is going to be a lot younger, untested. We should probably have good offensive standing against their defense. So I can see us scoring a lot of points in that game as well.
Yeah, no, definitely. Shout out to Porto. With all the trash and shit talk that I did towards your Knicks, I appreciate you still subscribing to my channel and still being a friend. I don't deserve your friendship. I don't deserve your love. I don't deserve your kindness. And I will admit I was wrong. The Knicks won the first round of the playoffs. I know there are internet videos out there with their fan base celebrating as if they just won 8 in a row, like the Celtics in the 50s. But congratulations to you guys for your first round victory. I don't have an NBA team. We've gone over this. I've sworn off the NBA. My allegiances to the NBA are purely hatred based. So the Lakers.
This was a big question in another show that we did last week, and
I do not have. I was a Nets fan, but the Kevin Durant, Ben Simmons, Harden, just it's this generation of players has ruined the game that I once loved. So I'm more
we established last week that Nick subscribes to the Euro teams, and I think the Spanish Barcelona team is one of his favorites. So,
yeah, that's no argument here. But yeah, Junior, I do not have one. So, but I will admit, Jigger, with all of the hate I spewed your way, I will come here and admit I was wrong. And of course, Caitlin Clark is the second best thing to happen to Indiana because the goddamn Pacers in 6, baby. Let's go, Pacers. Obi Toppin dunks over the entire city to win the series. I don't believe that. It sounded good, right?
Jigga, you would be proud of me as Bing Bong Nation. I played at the beginning of the show. Rewind the show if you haven't heard that. I played the New York Knicks song. I offered it as our theme music for this show at the beginning of this show because it has Nick's name in it and everything. So you be proud of me, Jigga.
I'll sing it for you.
Knicks.
Go New York, go New York, go on vacation when your fucking season ends. Sorry. I like Bootown. Nick, that was aggressive and completely called for. But for you Nick fans, enjoy it. As a Jet fan who doesn't see their team in the playoffs very often, I can appreciate you guys enjoying it. I'm not happy that you're happy, but I will, as a Jet fan, I can relate to a team with a very long championship drought and hope being there in the postseason. So, Mark, I'm not a Net fan. I'm done with the NBA. Stop with the Nets. There's no Net commentary. I've sworn off any allegiance to any NBA team. I've told you this in chat, on Facebook, and now here in video. I will have it clipped and sent to you, and it will be your alarm clock in the morning from now on. I love you, buddy, but I'm done with the NBA. I think it's an awful product, but we're not going to get into that. That's another show. Moving on with my list. I was torn here. I'm torn here. But I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see where and when we get to go into Southern Florida and beat the shit out of this soft ass Miami Dolphin team. You lost Wilkie, you
Woo!
lost Hunt. You're talking trash because you got Odell Beckham. It's not 2015. Nobody gives a shit about Odell Beckham. Kim K doesn't even care about Odell Beckham anymore. Pop culture reference. Now, Tua can't beat a winning team. We are going to be a winning team this year. We are going to pummel this team in the trenches on both sides of the ball. We are going to hit Tua time and time again. We are going to be at full strength. There will be no injuries on this Jets roster, not once, not one the entire year. And when we go in at full strength, they're not going to be able to stop us. They're not.
The Dolphins are the Cowboys East. They can't beat any team over 500. Their quarterback is one hit away from, being on the IR. It's a wrap. We're going to go in there and we're going to most likely destroy them with a full operating offense like Microsoft 95, bro. Let's go.
Oh, nice. Technology reference, pop culture,
technology
reference. Look what we're doing here. Daniel, this is when we talk trash because our team's healthy now. I know you're a Dolphin fan, but when the games start, that's when shit goes downhill for us. So let us enjoy the offseason. And then when reality hits, that's when you can enjoy it. But this is the time we get to stick our chests out. This is the time where paper decides who's good. And God damn it, we got the best paper in the world.
13 years straight off-season champions, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. Undefeated, Daniel. What are you going to do about that, bro? Take your in-season wins that you do nothing with. This is the off-season where we run this shit.
Dolphins haven't won a playoff game since Y2K, man.
Ooh, nice.
Stop it.
Nice.
Stop it.
Nice. I like it. Number 2, I am looking forward to the 49er game. I am looking forward to possibly getting out there. I have a good friend from high school. His wife is the marketing VP for Levi's, and all I have to do is get out there, and I have sweet tickets. Jeremy lives an hour 45 in Sacramento from Santa Clara, so I got a place to stay. I got a free ticket. I just got to make sure I can get out there. Hopefully it's not when the boy has his football game and he can make the trip with me, but that would be really fun. My tailgate group, I already mentioned to them, and then they said if I'm going, that'll be the game. They do a road game every year, which I haven't been able to the last couple of years. That'll be the game that they all target. And number 1, it's our show. So sometimes when you do your own show, you get to bend the rules. I'm going to bend the rules here on your list, and I hope it's okay. And I hope that you authorize this last-minute change that I'm putting in here that you don't even know that I'm about to do. I couldn't decide what'll be more fun. Beating the Buffalo Bills at home for a 3rd straight season, or beating them up there in front of their fans and watching them all go through tables and hopefully crack their heads and not get hurt, but just make good videos. No blood, no serious injuries, just a slight concussion. Big deal. They don't.
Just the look on their face that they look hurt. Yeah.
But I want to sweep the Buffalo Bills. I want to let their fan base know. I want to let the NFL know. I am sick and tired of hearing about this. We can't do a goddamn thing in the postseason. We've had a weak division. We've been stacking wins in our division, winning 5 or 6 the last couple of years, and then going 500 against the rest of the league, getting into the playoffs and either getting knocked out in the first round, doing nothing with it, or ending in horrific manner with not being able to make a goddamn field goal. I want to beat the ever-loving shit out of them too. I want to beat them both times. I want to sweep them. I want to sweep the Buffalo Bills, and I want to do it in prime time. I want to do it on a Sunday national game in that 425 slot on CBS. I want to do it where everybody sees this window for them was never even opened. This window for them was just a little kid sitting in the window, watching everybody else have fun, watching the Bengals go to a Super Bowl, watching the Chiefs go to Super Bowls, which you created, by the way, giving them Patrick Mahomes. Oh, and you traded with them again this year to give them the wide receiver of their choice and Worthy. Great job, assholes. So I'm looking forward to being the bully on the block. And I hope we get one of those games with them where it's like, we play them, we play another team, we play them again. Like I don't want it week 1, week 18. I don't want that. I want to torture them and knock the ever-loving shit out of them twice in 3 weeks. That's what I'm looking forward to. That's what I hope happens. So, do you approve of my edit?
I approve the counterfeit bills. They're not
Nice.
money in games, and ever since Brian Daboll took the head coaching job for the Giants, Josh Allen has regressed, and he regressed to a point where he's not scanning the field, and I think they masked a lot of his deficiencies with running, putting design plays, running plays for him, putting design plays where he's, the two receivers that are consequently not on the team anymore, Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs, would run, plays that fit his skill set, and immediate plays where he doesn't have to go through progressions. He doesn't have to go through one receiver, two receiver, three receiver. He just hits that one receiver in motion and makes the play in that one shot. Well, I mean, if you do that, if you don't do that, then he's basically Zach Wilson. So he's regressed. That's for sure. I don't know what the brass is thinking about with letting go both of the wide receivers. Now they do have a great tight end that I think is going to be very helpful.
They might have the best tight end combo in football with Knox, because Knox is very underrated. And now you add Kincaid to that. They do have the best.
Yeah, Dalton Kincaid is going to be a superstar.
Yeah.
For years to come.
Yep.
Knox has always been, a reliable tight end. And
has big moments, right?
Yeah,
like,
and a good red zone. Yeah,
else.
I was gonna say, good red zone target for him. A lot of 12 personnel is something that in this league is probably a little outdated. If you had to think about it, running that package consistently. If their running game is pretty decent too. I mean, I do like the younger brother
Cook.
Yeah, James Cook. And so even with all that, their defense is depleted. I don't know how they restocked that because I didn't see it in the draft. They didn't really address a lot. I mean, wide receivers 50-50, back in the rounds that they took them in. So I think it's going to be easy. Easy. I think this year is going to be an easier time dealing with the Bills. No nail biters, pretty set. One touchdown, 2 touchdown wins, 10-point lead wins.
Agreed.
Against that team. Now, I do have to say, you're not being a, respectful host by not offering me any food. You see, I just said
it's a peanut butter granola Atkins bar. Diabetic life, bro.
No, and now you got me hungry, and
I'm sorry, I had to. Shout out to Barney Miller.
Barney,
the new member of the channel. And he says, "No, Nick, enough of that. We need to stay healthy. Crap. Even with the sprained ankle here and there, we're playoff bound. New Jets are deep."
We're
Uh,
deep. That's what she
I,
said.
yes, nice. Hold on, damn it, for doing that. Welcome to Boners with Bobby. That's replaced. That's what she said. Shout out to Bobby. Barney, you're 100% right, and I will say this: I can only pray our injuries are sprained ankles, and not to the severity that we've been getting the last couple of years. I see that a bunch of you have put questions in the chat. We do have a segment later on that's open for questions. Please don't think that we're ignoring you. For those that weren't here in the beginning, we did announce the format. We're going to do a new thing now that VR came up with, called Word Association. And then after that, we're going to open it up to your questions. Remember, super chats are a great way to cut the line, get your question on. If you say, hey, no, I want my question answered now, damn it, that's how you do it. And then later on in the show, after the question segment, we are going to open up to hot takes. Hot takes are where you guys call in with a hot take. Got to come in ready. Fire off, whether it's a question, whether it's a comment, whether it's a hot take. Do whatever you want to do with your 2 minutes. And then later on, if we go into overtime after 11 o'clock, then I'll open it up to hanging out like we normally do. But this is going to be more of a formatted show. And then there'll be other shows throughout the week that are hangouts. But I want to thank all of you for hanging out tonight for the debut of Sunday Shenanigans. And let's get into it, man. And we're almost on time. Like we're close. Like,
yeah, we're close to our schedule.
New hour. Like, I think we're doing good. Like,
we're
there was
rocking
no
and
dry
rolling.
run. I'm proud of it. We're within 2 minutes.
Yeah, and I was mostly funny, and you were okay.
I try. Oh, according to Gator, you're the here. You know what? If we're gonna make Gator happy, we're just gonna do this. We're gonna remove me just so Gator can look at you the entire time and enjoy that. There you go, Gator. This is for you.
Listen, Nick, I have a face for radio, so I mean, you put me up there.
Good point. It's actually better when it's not as close up.
Yes, exactly. So. I look better in cartoon form, like the picture.
Most definitely. Great work with those, by the way.
Thank you, sir.
What do you guys think of that? Give us some feedback on that. We were playing with some things yesterday.
Yeah, that's what she said.
And we were tweaking and trying to change it a little bit. And at one point, I looked like Vader. Right? I looked like
yes.
It got too red of a tin, and I'm like, dude, I look super ginger. I'm like, can we get back to?
And, I mean, coincidentally, it was May the 4th, so it wasn't too off.
It was Vader without the mask. It was 100% Vader without the mask. But all right, explain to everybody your segment while I finish my Atkins bar.
Yeah, Atkins bar. Okay. So this segment is word association. And basically, I'm going to, in this show and future shows, going to say a particular subject, the name, a team. And Nick is going to tell me the first word that comes to his mind. And then he's going to explain why he said that particular word. It's, something that I thought of that I thought would be fun. And everybody out in the chat can also play along and in the chat say the first word that comes to your mind when I name the particular person, place, or thing. So without
Bonesy,
further,
not the H word I want to make you, but yes, we're getting there. We're close.
Without further ado, today's subject.
I don't know who, what, when order you're going in. So right. I'm hearing this just like you guys are. I'm going to just spit the first word out that comes to mind.
Okay. Today, I'm going to give you a little hint and give everybody in the chat a little hint. Today's subject is our draft picks, the New York Jets draft picks.
Hold on 1 second. I was going to say breasts, Johnny. I swear to God, I was going to say that's the first thing that came to my mind. Johnny, that's why you're my boy. And yep, there you go, Scott. Scott, this is why we're all friends and we get along so well. First thing
This
that
is
comes to
perfect.
mind. Chicken cutlets.
Yes, this is exactly the tone that I wanted for this segment.
Yes.
So,
All right.
without further ado, are you ready? All right.
Fire away.
First pick, Olu Fashanu.
Patience.
Patience. I was
Patience.
not expecting patience. Okay, you have to explain to me
We
why
don't
patience.
need him to play right away. And Jets fans have always wanted to anoint the first round draft pick as a savior, as somebody who has to fix the team, as somebody who has to change the course of our franchise forever. And with Olu, it's a blessing if he doesn't play. If he doesn't play, it means Tyron Smith is healthy. And it means he's learning behind the scenes. And it means he's getting better in the meeting room during the week. And it means he's learning better technique from Morgan Moses and Tyron Smith on how to be a better run blocker. So that when he hits the field eventually, which I will be completely honest with you, I hope is in 2025. It doesn't mean he's a bust. It means that our line was so fucking good that we were able to be patient with him before putting him in to one of the most important spots in football, left tackle, protecting, hopefully in 2025, still Aaron Rodgers. So be patient.
Just to play a little bit of devil's advocate, you have somebody in CFB. He was like, I think, a 3-year starter at left tackle. He knows the position. He has, he is probably, arguably the left tackle 2 in this draft, in terms of, the prognostication of him. Do you think that being not coming in and being just the primary starter at left tackle is going to hinder his career at all, hinder his progression,
No.
from college to the pros? Because even in that transition, there's still some transition.
There is.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think we've never had a draft pick this high that we can put behind a perennial All-Pro and a future Hall of Fame left tackle, Tyron Smith, to learn from. This is an ideal scenario for somebody to come in and learn and not have the pressure put on them to perform from day one, right? It's somebody who will get the reps, and Coach said it the other day. They're going to get Veterans Days. Moses and Tyron are going to get Wednesdays off or whatever, an extra day off. He's going to get his reps in practice. He's going to go against Hassan Reddick, Jermaine, Will McDonald. He's going to get his reps. And when he hits the field, that patience will pay off. And you'll see him come in and hopefully be what we all think he can be, another elite left tackle.
One last question about this. Guard. There was some talk about, like, maybe, putting him across the line in some cases at guard. Do you think that that's something that would help his development or hurt his development?
He said it himself. He's the total opposite of Becton, right? His comments were, "I'll do anything to help the team. I would need a lot of work and reps at guard, but if that's something the team needs me to do, I would be for it." It would have to be a real big disaster again, I think, to get to that point, to put him in, just to get him in there. But I think that would not be the patience I'm looking for. I think that could potentially stunt his improvement and development as a left tackle. And I'm not for that. But I'm not saying if Simpson goes down day one, we do it. If Simpson, if Schweitzer, if it's last year repeated, he's going to get in somewhere on the line. But I'm not expecting that.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Was there anyone in the chat that had words besides tits and vagina? I mean, nothing against tits and vagina. I love them, but
I don't know. Adirondack Fly Guy. All right, hold on. Let me get back up to it. Sorry, guys. Barney Miller said insurance. Bonesy said Johnny Baby. Uh, Boomtown said correct draft pick, and he hyphenated it to sneak it in as one word. Very Canadian of you. Charles Gorman said depth. Nice one.
Nice one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Johnny said D-Brick. Adirondack said future. Rich said R. He did. I'm not lying.
I love it.
Dane said finally an O-line savior. Oh, wait. So a lot of good adjectives to describe Olu.
Awesome.
Yeah, I like that. Nobody really repeated. We all had different things that popped into our mind.
All right.
Barney said insurance. Did I say that
insurance?
one?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, and that makes a lot of sense. All right, let's go to the next one. Ready?
I'm ready.
The word is Malachi Corley.
Vicious.
Like the Vicious Six in Minions, or like
vicious. Just he's not aggressive, vicious. Those are words that will pop into my mind. He is going to attack you. Now we got to remember the way Debo plays. Debo does get dinged up and does get some injuries because of his style of play. So it's going to be interesting with if the Jets try to reel him in or let him be that player. It sounds like they want him to be that player. Coach said the other day in a press conference that so many players step out of bounds 2 yards short of the first down marker. And now it's 2nd and 8, and then maybe you take a deep shot, and then you go for it, and now it's 4th and 1 because you don't get the first down, and now you're punting. And that could change the whole game because your guy didn't put the shoulder down and get that first down and extend the drive. We're not going to have that problem with him. So I think vicious, exciting. What we got here? ATM for Kuka. I'm not. All right, that's different ATM. Adirondack says TDs. Dano says trucker. Nice. Making fun of the career that got taken away from me before it started. Very good, jackass. Gadget from Scott.
Nice.
Scott probably has his bowl or bong in hand, so he's thinking about his gadget. Barney just goes, yay.
Yay. Yay.
Hank, my man, violence. Charles says savage. Barney meant to say yak, and it autocorrected.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, man. Barney, I thought of you just sitting there going, yay.
Mr. Manhattan strikes again. Mr. Manhattan.
Damn it. He had to correct it. You should have just rode with it, Barney. That was more fun.
Yay.
So, yeah, Johnny says slot god. Tweeter from Varsity Blues.
Listen, if I had a word, I'm not in the game, but I'm moderating the game. But if I had a word, I would say hip tackle. Hip tackle.
Okay. That's a free 15, right?
Yeah.
That's a free 15 if they try to take him down. I'm looking forward to being, not to get too far off topic, but I'll just make a comment. I'm looking forward to being the team where we get calls instead of always the calls going against us.
Yeah,
I'm hoping that with Aaron Rodgers there, we get that.
A-Rod starting games right there. That's like Trump card right there. Like you have the, if you ever play spades, you have the, the Trump cards, the Joker and the Little Joker, or the Deuce of Spades, however, and the Deuce of Diamonds, however you play, that's your Trump card. He's gonna be talking. He's gonna be in their ear, whispering sweet nothings, making love to their ear and their emotions. The flags are gonna stay in the pocket, or the flags are gonna come out of the pocket for the defense. One or the other. Yeah. That's
I look forward to Coach Saleh being happy on the sidelines and not losing his shit. And you know what I look forward to? After the first or second one in September, no more Bronx cheer when we finally get a roughing the passer call.
Nice. Quick question: who's your
Charles,
comp?
once you go black, you go deaf. What the hell, Charles?
Hey, who's your comp for Corley?
Jets history?
And anyone, Jets history or otherwise.
I like Quincy. Quincy Enunwa. I
Yeah,
think that
I
when
like that.
Quincy came out and Quincy got the ball in his hands, that was a guy that was going to be a tough tackle. That was going to be a guy who wasn't the fastest guy in the league, but very rarely got caught if he got in the open field. Had good guys around him in Marshall and Decker, so he was like an afterthought there for a bit, right? And yeah, I thought that's who I think of, because when you have Garrett and you got Mike Williams, it's good to be an afterthought in this offense because Aaron Rodgers will find you. And there will be play designs to get you the ball and get you the ball in space and get you the ball one-on-one with a safety on a quick swing to the outside or something. It's going to be fun. It's going to be real fun to watch how they get him the ball and then the viciousness that he plays once he gets it. That's a plug to my word.
The vicious. Here's a name that you may not have thought of, but you'll get the connection once I say it right away.
Who you got?
Ty Montgomery, also a former Jet,
Yeah.
also a former Packer.
Yeah.
Also played with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
So
lined up as running back receiver, got him the ball. Yeah.
Lined
like
up
that.
as yeah.
I like
so
that. That's a good one.
if you make that connection that Aaron Rodgers likes dudes like this who are just multifaceted, runners that can play multiple places in the line of scrimmage and also go to different spots in the field. He's going to utilize this dude. He's going to utilize Malachi Corley moving forward. All right, you want to keep going? Let's do it. Next one.
I just got a great text.
Okay, share.
I'm going to share it. The roast of Tom Brady's debuting tonight on Netflix. And my buddy texted me one of the jokes. And he's like, I like that they have no problem making the gay jokes or the Aaron Hernandez jokes. It's crazy. And he says, one guy says, everyone says Gronk is hung, but there was also another Patriots tight end who was also hung.
Oh, shit.
Right? Like, I got to watch it now. Like, if that's
where
this is going, if that's where this is going, I'm like, all right, I will get the Netflix subscription just to watch this.
Oh, wow. That was, yeah. That was, woo.
Oh, and shout out Charles. Charles made a Family Guy reference. I just didn't get it without the voice. That Charles's comment was a Family Guy.
Well, later on, Charles will have to come on and actually read that comment in the Family Guy voice.
Yes.
We're looking forward to that, Charles. So don't forget.
Nice.
All right.
Who we got next?
Braylon Allen.
Power. Blocking, running, doing everything he does, the weight room, everything is power. He brings a different element. Sean Green had power. Thomas Jones had power. I think Braylon Allen is in this power scheme. I think they got the perfect running back in the draft to complement Brees and take those short downs and be creative with two backs in the backfield at the same time and do one of those things where on the snap, Brees swings out like it's a pass, and then you hit the counter back with Allen up the middle on like a trap. The creativity I'm excited about because we should see a lot more creativity with this offense because we're not struggling to get 10 yards. Right. We don't have Becton giving us 1st and 20 after a penalty. We're going to have sustained drives. And when you have a sustained drive and you're in a rhythm and you're rolling, you can open up the playbook more. You can get past page 1. When you have Aaron Rodgers running your offense, because you have the confidence to use page 1 through page 50 and know that the plays could be executed. So I think we're going to see a lot more creativity this year. And I don't think it has to do with anything else other than the ability to run these plays. So the power that he's going to bring, um, I I'm excited for.
As a Jets fan, looking at games and always being upset when Hackett calls that 3-yard run up the middle, that just kind of like the running back is pretty much running in quicksand, doesn't get anywhere, and we're just like, why do they keep running this play over and over again? And it's because if you look at like the history, Hackett and his play calling, and even Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, we didn't have that AJ Dillon type running back to run in those lanes and to run in the middle and 3 yards in a cloud of dust. We didn't have that. So we would fail over and over and over again because it was the definition of insanity. It was, doing something over and over again and expecting different results. We didn't have the beef back in the running back room to sustain those particular plays successfully.
And we didn't have the line either, right?
Oh,
and you don't
yeah.
want to do a toss and lose 5 yards. You're like, all right, we'll try to get a dive. If we block it the right way, we'll get it. Good teams run those dives successfully, and it's coming, and they still do it. We just haven't been a good team for the running backs. Besides for Brees, he was injured 2 years ago. The line has been oft injured, but we were a different team in the beginning of the season the last 2 years, going 5-2 and 4-3. We were doing some of these things. We were finishing drives. Right. We were breaking runs in Denver. We were going up the gap and going the distance, right? But then the injuries all mounted up, and those plays stopped. So,
have you watched tape on Braylon Allen?
A little bit. I've seen his highlights. I haven't seen the lowlights, and I haven't watched the full game. You could tell more. Everyone knows highlights. The guys are going to break the play. The guys are going to score. The lowlights tell me more about a player. I like to watch the lowlights because is it the line missing blocks and you're just getting blown up? Are you hesitant in the hole and not hitting it the right way? It tells me more about the player when you see the negative plays, right?
When he gets out and open
swing pass, that's wide open, and you're looking ahead. Like you can tell more what the player needs to work on.
When he gets out in open space, I swear he reminds me a little bit of Eddie George, just like kind of that like upright running when he gets out in space. I mean, if you watch it, I watched quite a bit of his film after he got drafted.
Okay.
He's powerful, just a bull, but also deceptively fast. And so he's gonna break some tackles and break away from some of those DBs in the going towards the end zone. So, all right. Sean Green.
Sean Green was good. Hank wins. I know we said one word, but Hank, God of Thunder.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. God of Thunder.
What else? Shout out to everyone who's watching the show, who's new tonight. I saw somebody, Dre Day, the Jets fan. Thanks for tuning in.
Dre Day.
Rich Kent's over here. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. This is our first episode with Big Nick, Uncle VR. You're on that side of me. Sunday Shenanigans. Wednesday night, I'll have a show here on the channel at 9 o'clock. Thursday night, I do the Thursday night throwdown after Green Bean. Come on over here. If you watch Green Bean, you've heard him mention and help promote the show and tell people to come over here and watch. But if you're new, throw a sub. We got a lot of good stuff going on. VR and I are going to be working hard to give you a great product on Sunday night. Sunday nights is our night. Nobody else is here. Nobody else is on. It's your place for Jets content. And we're glad to have you all. Hopefully you subscribe, stick around, and we see more of you in the future.
Yep. And the one thing that we do, we bleed Jets green just like you, and we give you the opportunity to speak. So, in the next hour, we'll have open call-ins, and you're gonna have your opportunity to give us your takes, and just let us have it, man. We're an open show, and we love that kind of stuff, and
Yeah.
we're here for the fans, and we're here for you guys. So, all right,
Rick,
we ready for the next one?
Rick, I apologize.
Jordan?
Hold on one second. I am 45 years old. I do not have my readers on. I apologize for getting the name wrong. It won't happen again. I do a little squinty when I look down, so I do apologize for that, sir. Won't happen.
I'm sorry, my man Rick. Let me tell you, Nick is the only person that I know that looks like a grandfather and a teenager at the same time.
That's why I grow the beard. Dude, when I shave, it's like baby face. It's like
you have this baby face.
I do.
But you look like a grandpa at the same time. It's uncanny. Like
if I shaved everything off and sat here, it would look like the E-Trade commercials where the babies are sitting there talking. My previous girlfriend, we were together for about a decade. Times that I would shave, she'd be like, "Yeah, I'm not kissing you. I'd feel like a pedophile right now." She's like, "You gotta, yeah, yeah."
So I just thought I'd bring that to your attention and to the chat's attention. It's
I
think it's a good description.
And who knows? Maybe some people are into that. Maybe I'll have to do that one day. I'm not getting rid of the beard though. Now I'm keeping it. All right, relax,
cool.
Relax, Ifrit. Calm the hell down. So, all right, who you got next? Now that we're done making fun of me, can we move on with the show, everybody?
All right, here we go. Shenanigans all day, every day. The next name on this list is Jordan Travis.
Potential. There's potential there. And you could take everything I said about Olu and apply it to him. He's going to be in the quarterback room with two guys that have over 30 years experience of being an NFL quarterback. Two guys that have been in the quarterback room with a lot of different coaches, a lot of different teachers, a lot of different players, and they have a lot of knowledge. Now, I think this kid can. I love his arm. I love his athleticism. If he gets the mental capacity for the game, which he will have every opportunity to learn in that room, right? I love that there's no pressure on him. I love that there's no expectation. Another guy that he doesn't play this year, it's a success. Like if he doesn't even get dressed in certain games, it's fine.
It's a redshirt year for him, basically.
Absolutely. And that's what the Jets need. We don't need a number 2, 3 overall pick and get the jinx of a savior labeled upon him, right? There's no expectations for this kid. Just learn, absorb, and maybe one day you come out and you shock the goddamn world, and we do get a quarterback for 10 years. And we did it in the non-Jet way. We did it in the way of the Packers. Draft a quarterback, sit him, let him learn. And then all of a sudden he goes out there one day at a spot start and goes, holy shit, he did pick everything up the last 2.5 years, whatever the case may be down the road. And then you know you have something.
So obviously there's a chance that we may not need Jordan Love in as a free agent in year 2038. There's a chance that may we get another Packers quarterback down the line.
I would be 59. I don't know if I'm making it with this heart, dude, and then I don't know, but I will have my son let you guys know where I'm buried, and you guys can show up and let me know if that's what happened. I don't know if I'm making 59, but hopefully we have someone eventually, maybe it could be him, who's a long-term Jet quarterback. We haven't had a long-term Jet quarterback since Kenny O.
Yeah.
Kenny O was
and he's confident too. he's confident. You see his press conference. They asked
But
him,
not
"Do you
cocky.
do anything?" Yeah, exactly,
Not
exactly.
cocky, confident. Believes in
He's very
himself, but isn't
confident. Yes.
arrogant about it. And there's a fine line between believing in yourself and boasting about yourself. And I think he's got a good head on his shoulders, which I love.
And if you would have asked me what my word was for him, it would have been Ricky New York. And those in the chat who know who I'm talking about knows that he is the biggest FSU fan, and he is the number one person on Twitter and all social media who was banging the table for Jordan Travis to be a New York Jet and got his wish.
Barney said, "Not Zach." That's his word, not Zach.
That's
Hyder
awesome.
coming in with intangibles. I like that.
That's good.
I like
I
that.
like that.
Sometimes intangibles are more important than flash, right? Zach had flash. What did get him? Justin Fields had flash. What did get him?
Yep.
Matthew Smith showing his young age. Kenny O'Brien was a quarterback in the
Kenny
80s.
O'Brien. We picked him over Dan Marino in the 1980. What is it? 86.
Barney says, "I'm 61. I got high cholesterol and I'm overweight. You'll be fine." All right, Barney. You want to play a game of who could top this? I'm on a torvastatin for cholesterol. I'm diabetic. I've had a heart attack. I am on 2 different insulins. I am on metformin for diabetes. I am on amlodipine for my blood pressure. I am on gabapentin for neuropathy. I will take the under on me making it to 59. So you want to do a game of top this?
Vegas has the line at 50.5 right now.
For me? Over under?
Vegas.
We win a Super Bowl, my heart might give out. We win the AFC Championship, my heart might give out. Comment of the night: you win. Rest in peace.
Mr. Manhattan strikes again.
And Snowball reminding everyone 9 toes.
9.5. Come on, be fair. Give him that half a toe. Give him.
Not really, because the bone's all gone. It's just tissue that was regenerated.
Listen, I'm gonna go. We're gonna round up for you 9.5. I'm gonna at least give you that. All the other stuff that you just said, at least give the man 9.5 toes, please.
Oh,
The
I love
least
good
you can
stories.
do.
Rick with a K coming in. I learned. I'm 65, diabetic on 2 injectable medicines. I'm a cancer survivor, and I'm currently the healthiest I've ever been in my life. God bless you, sir.
God bless you.
Congratulations
That's
on
awesome.
defeating cancer. That's fucking awesome, bro.
I salute you. That's an awesome
awesome. You're a
story.
fucking rock star. Nobody told you that today. I will. I'm proud of you. Great work.
And let me also mention this show is about sports, but it's also about life. We talk about life here. We talk about the everyday. We talk about, the reality that is everything that happens. If we steer off a little bit, please don't comment. Oh, this is supposed to be a Jets show. It's a life show. And Jets are just life for us, but there are other things too. So we appreciate when you share with us and open up to us, because we're human beings just like you, and we appreciate all of that. So thank you for sharing, and salute.
I will pray for all of you today on the Lord's Day that none of you are like me.
And on that note, let's move on to the next person.
I got to get this comment. Hold on. In perfect health, I work out every day. I hadn't had a beard in 20 years. I'm going to live forever. Nice. Now we got the young guys in the chat boasting. Nick, I'm 21, 9, diabetic, extremely athletic. I play ball every day. Patty commit, and I have kidney failure and mental issue. Well, you should be a Jet fan because the mental issue, that's why you watch this stream, even though you're a Lion fan. You can relate.
If you're a Jets, if you're a Jets fan, Lions fan, any of those, Cubs fan back in the day.
See, here we go. Nick beat the hell out of anorexia. Yes. And Kuka could not beat off Diddy. Or could he? All right, go ahead. Who's next?
All right. Now we get to the murky part of this exercise. The next name on this list is
I'm out. As
Isaiah.
everyone just pointed out in the chat, I'm out. I don't do exercise. Fuck you, youngins.
Well, Hawk is going to live forever, obviously.
Yeah.
All right.
Hawk's
The name
a
is
time traveler.
Isaiah Davis. Isaiah Davis.
Intrigued. I'm intrigued by the pick. I'm intrigued by the player. I'm intrigued by how they envision using him. I'm intrigued because it's a domino effect of what Izzy could be. So there's a lot of intrigue and interest there of who's three. So I'm intrigued by it. I'm very intrigued by doubling down at running back and what it means for Izzy. I think that Charles, you're like Batman. You're too stubborn to die. Thank you, Charles. That might be the nicest thing everyone's ever said to me.
Comic book reference.
Barney saying extra insurance. Boomtown special teams. That's a good one.
That's
Charles
a good one.
interested. Bonesy saying BPA. Snowball Challenger. Yeah, intrigue. I'm very intrigued on why the pick, what the role will be, how they incorporate him into the offense if they do it all.
What's your take on when you draft someone from a non-Power 5 school like South Dakota State? What is your take on the level of experience that they have on the day, on the game-to-game basis, and that translating to the NFL?
The speed of the game will be a shock to him, whether he admits it or not. Most rookies are humbled when they get there, and someone like Quinnen Williams is chasing them, right? They're shocked at how quick the front can move. I am a big proponent of drafting from the big schools. I want guys who've done it against big-time opponents in practice during the week. The thing with Alabama for years and Georgia, they sometimes had tougher practices than they had games on Sunday. They played Vanderbilt and they win 70-3. You didn't get better. But when you were going against Quinnen Williams, Dallas Turner, all these guys on the front during the week, right, that's when you got better. That's why backups were able to then go be All-Americans their first year playing, because they sat behind Derrick Henry, Mark Ingram. You know what I mean? It was elite
Georgia,
back after elite back. So I don't know. Running backs can run, right? It's the adjustment to how quick the hole will close. It's an adjustment to how quick the defense will close in on you. But if your offensive line is good, any running back can go succeed, in my opinion, because athletically, they're all the same. It's just the adjustment to the speed of the NFL game, which you usually get in preseason at practice. So,
yeah, the one thing I will say is that, especially the position of running back, I mean, skills are skills, but facing inferior defenses on the other side is the only thing that I would caution with drafting outside of the Power 5 conferences. Is you're going to get somebody and the speed's going to be different. The strength is going to be different. The scheme is going to be a lot different in most cases, not all, but most cases. And that affects the transition from CFB to the NFL, in my opinion. So that's something that, we'll see, especially in running back, I think more than any other position.
Yeah. Real quick, little plug time. Shout out to all the members of the channel, the Shiners. Knobcraft, Charles Gorman, who just celebrated his 1 month. Crossfire, Jaden D'Angelo, Ricky New York, the Buffalo Jet fan. Alan Avatar, I hope I said that right. Infrared Jets, mess. Scott
Yes,
Foster, Yeti, Tony Alexio, Jay, Nate, Monkey Manstand, Hank G, Braden from New Zealand, Rusty Spooner, Cuca Lake Jet fan, Mark Riss, Iowan Jet fan, Wild Wave, Bobby Woodruff, Barney Miller, and Snowball. Thank you all for being members of the channel. If I mentioned your
salute.
name and you are on Discord and you have not reached out to me yet, hit me up, Proud NYJ fan, no spaces. Friend me on Discord, and we'll get you into the Discord group. We're trying to grow that, and as we grow, have you guys will have more say in the shows that come on. I'm going to be doing more shows right now, popping up during the week.
Yeah, and let me say that it's been very enjoyable to see you popping in the afternoon sometimes. Kind of that like dead space air between like 12 and 2 o'clock. That's been really refreshing because I just finished like lunch at work, and I come in and say, oh, well, there's Nick on there,
I'm trying.
and that it's refreshing. I like to see that. So that's very welcoming. Welcome more of that, and always enjoy your content.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Well, you're plugging here. I might as well plug along with you.
Oh, hang on. We do have some updates. Eric Cologne donated $20 for Dane, and Dane, did you donate to yourself? All right, I guess it's like a savings fund. Dane Orban put in $15. So the fund that's still pinned in the chat on YouTube is starting to grow, and we're getting there. So thank you.
Do a little dance for that. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, we're gonna get them.
Tonight.
Oh.
Get down tonight.
All right. Moving on. We only got a couple more names for this segment.
All right, and we'll do a speed round here with getting later. Who you got?
All right, we got Quantez Stiggers.
Supportive. I'm supportive of this guy, and with the story that he has, and the path that he took, and he still made his dream come true. I am very, very supportive of him, and I will root for him tremendously. And I believe in our coaching staff to develop players in the secondary, probably more than any other position. And if they pinpointed something that they liked about him, I'm very supportive of him. What we got here? We got Intrigued, Hawk with Keen, Barney with Fairy Tale. Nice.
Fairy Tale. Yeah, that is
nice. That's a Disney story waiting, right? Beaver Tail. All right. Perseverance. And Johnny, I guess, likes his vagina with a beaver tail. All right, Johnny. No judgment here, Johnny. No judgment, man. We know you're a fucking freak show.
Johnny, how many kids you have?
2, man. More than he can even mention. He's starting to be like Cromartie. He's got to give like his kids name tags to wear around the house.
Are all your kids named Johnny?
I like this. A future CB2.
Really?
Ooh, Cuca. I like that. That's high hopes.
Let's tag that one as the one of the night that's the most surprising.
How about if he makes our Super Bowl winning play? Cue up Hollywood, man. Disney will be there. He makes the play. Like, remember how the Patriots won the Super Bowl with Seattle? Yeah. He makes that play and goes on to have. That would be great. There we go. You heard that here first.
That would be awesome.
All right. Who you got next?
Last one. And this one was a surprise for me.
Hawk saying Johnny had 2 more kids while you were asking that question.
The question is, are they both named Johnny at this point? Like with numbers, Johnny 6.
Oh, like George Foreman?
Yeah.
Oh, how about Johnny Five, Short Circuit, 80s movie.
Oh,
Oh,
look at
you missed out on a great
that.
joke there, VR. Come
That's
on.
awesome. Good. That's
Johnny
a good
Five.
call. Johnny Five.
All right.
Johnny Five is alive.
Who you got next?
Last one. And this was a shocker for me because I didn't really foresee this person, but Jalen Key.
Impossible.
He's a safety.
Impossible. I think that people from Brock Purdy now think that every year Mr. Irrelevant is going to be an all-pro type of player, and it's just impossible. The odds are stacked against them. I do like that we took from a big school.
Yeah.
So there was obviously, as you know, Jeremy pointed out, you were highly rated at one point. You may have not made the most out of your career there, but the talent was there. So I will say impossible.
You know, I don't remember him in Alabama. Was he a starter? Did he rotate? I didn't know enough about him
I
for
mean,
me. And that's and when you're coming from Alabama and you are not known from the defense or the offense of Alabama, that kind of says a lot. I mean, you know, I get into like my film and stuff like that. You know, I like doing that, and I like the combine, and I like getting into the draft. And this person was not on my radar at all. So they must have saw something in him that, you know, really stood out, you know, with the need for safety and for special teams. And he might have been a quality special teamer, and that's maybe why I didn't know him. And, you know, like maybe just in the rotation in the secondary, but not a starter. So in any case, you know, I always defer to their scouts, and I always say, you know, I don't know as good as they do. So we'll see. But you know, in terms of that pick, was it on this show we talked about? We didn't know that Mr. Irrelevant was like a big thing with like a whole
they have
week and
they have a week. They have a parade. Like there's a
parade.
whole big event.
Yes. That's
Shout out to
crazy.
Rick for his donation. We just got the GoFundMe up to $100, so we can get Dane a hot dog and an order of fries at the game so far. It's
Yeah,
expensive.
not a hot dog at Nathan's either.
Not a bun. Not a bun.
A dirty water dog. A dirty water
And
dog from
Dane,
the cart.
we will get it frozen for you just as you requested. However you
Yes.
decide to warm it up is up to you. But Rick, thank you for the contribution.
Thank you,
All
Rick.
jokes aside,
Salute you.
thank you so
Yes.
much. We are going to ball bust here. That is a signature on any show that I'm going to do. We are going to bust each other's balls. It is
It's
fun.
part of the shenanigans. I mean,
Yeah.
can't have shenanigans without that.
Yes, you can't. It's impossible. So awesome. You got was that it? Was that the last player?
That was the last player.
Okay.
This endeth the lesson.
The last. Oh, I like it. There is one player that I do want to talk about. If you have not seen, heard, or read about this story yet, it is a tearjerker. It is heartwarming. It is sad. It is everything that you want to see this player succeed. He's a roster invite. Timothy McSweeney. His father was a firefighter in New York who passed away on 9/11, and I believe Timothy was 6 months old at the time. His father was a New York Jets season ticket holder, and yeah, onions are being cut, bro. Onions are being cut. I hope the fucking kid does it.
That'd be such a great story.
Hope the kid does it and just
and
defy the odds.
And
I'm sorry, Matthew, you're right.
If the kid makes it, you let the kid run out of the tunnel with the flag on opening day.
And I saw the 9 months. We're finishing each other's sentences. This is a sign that this show is meant to be. I'm fine with it. If we're finishing each other's sentences, there's never going to be a negative with that.
That's awesome. That is such a great story, and all you need is a chance, man. In the NFL, if you
Wayne
get your
Corbett got
foot in
one,
the
right?
door, yeah, you get your foot in the door. All you need is a chance, and you go in there and you show them what you're made of, and you hustle more than the next man. And there's always a Rudy story. There's always a Rudy story, no matter what.
Every walk-on from James Harrison to Wayne Corbett showed up one day, and nobody thought that they would do anything with the opportunity in front of them.
Yep.
Go
They
do it,
said,
kid. Kenny Yeboah
I
hasn't run
wanted
away.
more. Yep.
Kenny Yeboah hasn't solidified himself on the roster. Zach Owens hasn't solidified himself on the roster. You will have every true New Yorker rooting for you to be that guy. The ovations for this kid in the preseason, if he does anything, will be the loudest. There will be a buzz around him. There will be excitement around him. There will be people lining up, myself included, at training camp to meet him, to tell him how much we're rooting for him and how much, not just Jet fan, the city should be behind the kid. So,
What position does he play?
tight end. He's a
He's a
tight end.
tight end. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, a fourth tight end. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Even if he goes on the practice squad, one day he has the opportunity to make the team. That still would be a great story. It still would be
Anything.
nice. Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
Preseason touchdown, anything. To play in that stadium, to play in front of Jets fans where his father once sat and was a season ticket holder would be fucking amazing.
Can you imagine? I mean, I remember the draft of Jeremy Ruckert, and how just the room just exploded when he got drafted by the Jets, and his father, and just everyone around him was. I mean, that feeling must be just the best feeling in the damn world. I mean,
hey, I gotta use the bathroom. Take this. This is a good comment, worth putting up.
All right, Mr. Manhattan, Barney Miller, my man, says, you know what? People diss JD and Salah, but all these players with stories like this, they aren't flukes. Salah wants to give players with good character and tough paths a chance. I fucking love it. I absolutely love it too. And, one of the things about the way that Joe Douglas operates, he takes a chance on players. He has done it all the way from when he started his campaign in his first draft in 2020. I joke around a lot about the project pick that he had, the quarterback James Morgan from Florida International University. And the reason why I knew that Florida International University was I actually taught at Florida International University at the Robert Stemple School of Public Health. So when he took, James Morgan in that draft, I knew exactly who he was. I knew exactly what he was doing and that he took a chance on a player. And he's done that incrementally, throughout all of his drafts, but mostly through his undrafted free agents. And so, there's been a lot of UDFAs that have made this team and stayed on this team, or has parlayed that into a career in the NFL with another team. So, I mean, that's an absolute great point, Barney, and kudos for that comment.
Yeah.
How you doing, Chief?
Yeah, that's a good observation. Good. I'm old. I gotta pee. It's nice to have a co-host because I don't have to sit here uncomfortable. I can get up and do it now. So I love you. Thank you.
That's what she said.
If you pay attention, there's times late in the show, I'm but it's awesome. Yeah, Barney, great comment, man. I'm glad I caught that before I got up and I got buried in the chat. Good observation, brother. All right. I mean, Are you good to hang out for a bit? Or I know.
Yeah. I'm good. I'm good.
All right.
Let's parlay this into some rapid fire, some hot
Yeah.
takes.
Yeah, we can do that. Let me get that queued up. Now, remember, for those of you who might be sitting like a snake out in the grass waiting for a link to pop up, tonight's show is rapid fire. Rapid fire is come on with a hot jet take, question, whatever you want, and then we will move on to the next one. Later on, when we're done with this segment, if the chat is still alive and you guys want to still hang out, I'll open it up and you can come back in later to hang out. But right now, boom, there's the link. And thank you for everyone who contributed so far to the GoFundMe for Dane. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. The schedule will be out this week, so maybe we'll have an idea of what game we'll get him out here for. Somebody comment in the chat so I can pin this message. Give me one comment, guys. The little heart on YouTube is sitting there, and I got to wait for another comment to come in that
To
pushes
put it
that
up,
comment up, so then
yeah.
I can pin it. Yeah. I just need one comment. There we go. Thank you, Dane. Let's
Nice.
replace the pinned message. There we go. That's there. I hear a bunch of people popping in. All right. Batting leadoff. Bobby.
Hi, hi, Uncle
Bobby.
VR. How you doing? Let's go Yankees.
Let's go
And
Yankees.
I
Yeah,
like
I
it.
know.
Nice sweep.
Nick, I got a question for you.
Fire away.
I've
Just
been
for me or
typing
for
all
both
night
of us?
to you. You haven't responded to me. Are you mad at me?
With what?
I typed so many things to you. You never said anything in chat.
Tonight?
Yeah, I typed.
I didn't see
you
anything. I didn't see anything tonight.
I've been typing. My fingers are not doing good.
I didn't.
So
I'm sorry. I didn't see it.
Okay, that's
I
my
mean, there's
2
a lot of
minutes.
comments coming in. I'm sorry.
That's
Yeah,
my
sorry
2
about that,
minutes.
Bobby.
What's up?
Nobody-
What's your next
I
question
typed-
or comment?
I'm typing to everybody. Nobody wants to talk to me tonight. I think everybody hates me now.
No, we will talk
No,
to
not
you,
at all.
Bobby. You let us know. You let us know what you need. What you want to talk about.
Well,
Yeah,
I just
I haven't
wanted
seen
to say
any
hi
comments.
to everybody, like I always say. And then Nick, I said hello to you. I said
Absolutely.
hello to you, Uncle VR. You know.
You got a jet question?
Oh, in the chat, I'm not in the chat because like when I have the show on, I can't do the show and YouTube at the same time because my bandwidth is not the greatest. So I usually just keep the StreamYard on.
And what about you, Nick?
I didn't see anything from you, and multiple people are saying they didn't see anything from you in the chat either. But we'll figure that out. I promise you.
Let me refresh. Okay, maybe you have to refresh.
Well, wait. Do it after we log off. Do you have a jet question?
No, I'll talk to you later when we can talk more.
All right.
All right, Bobby.
All right, keep your head up. Yeah, nothing was done intentionally that I'm aware of.
Good seeing you. Go Yankees. We love you.
That. Even Aaron Rodgers shows up here for Bobby.
Well, you know, I mean, Aaron Rodgers is the best and Bobby's the best. So let's go.
Why would I block Bobby? I have a segment with Bobby.
Yeah.
This guy co-hosts with Bobby. Why would I? Let's bring in Bonesy.
Bonesy.
Yo, Bobby's got to respect his shit because I wasn't seeing nothing either. Bobby, I would never dog you like that. We're brothers from different mothers. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah. Why would I?
Go Yankees.
So, fellas, great show so far.
Why would I not reply to this guy?
Welcome to Boners with Bobby.
Why would I want to take that away from myself? That brings me joy. What do you got? What's on your mind?
Well, so far, great show, fellas. Great first episode. Glad to be here.
Appreciate
my real hot takes. All I want to bring up is the percentage of hits that Joe Douglas has when he trades up on somebody. If we go back to the 22 when he traded up for AVT, and other than health, AVT is a chess piece. We can move this man around. He can play any position on the line. He has besides center. He's an all-pro when healthy. That, in my eyes, I know he's had 2 freak injuries, but that's a hit to me. Then you go to the 22 draft where he, everyone's, it's the only draft he did good. But this man was on the phone for an hour and a half trying to get Jermaine Johnson while other teams were passing on him. And he was in there picking up the phone constantly. And then as soon as he got Jermaine, he didn't stop. He was still calling everyone to try to trade back into the first round to get Brees on that first round contract so we have him for 5 years plus. And he couldn't get it done. We get to the second day in the draft. He trades up 2 spots to guarantee we get Brees. If everybody knew that Brees Hall was going to be this good, people would have drafted him in the first round. If you go back and look at the end of the first round and how many players that people would have been like, wow, I would take Brees Hall over most of these guys. It just shows you, like, why aren't there other teams targeting JJ and Brees Hall? These are guys that are going to get paid top 5 at their position at contract time, So that's another hit on the trade up, right? Now we fast forward to Malachi, right? This guy, he's trying to trade up for about an hour and a half on the phone with everybody trying to get this guy. He finally finds a trade spot. He gets up to the first pick in the 3rd round and gets his man. I love the control. I love he wants a guy, he knows he's talented, and he is going after him. He is putting his head down, grinding, and getting his man. And it just seems like when that happens, it's been great picks, and not only picks, like home run talent picks, So I have this feeling about Malachi, especially with, coming up with Rodgers and just having a rookie season. And there's not as much pressure because we do have some high caliber receivers, especially if Mike Williams gets healthy. So I just feel like, man, just the control that the organization has and the camaraderie you see. I love watching that Flight 24 because it just shows you, like, much more personality. Like those Joe Douglas memes of him just in free money, him just going, I don't know, guys, this shit just happens to me all the time, So
yeah,
we just got to really appreciate what we got right now. And if this year could just go as planned, everyone's gonna, Joe Douglas will get his extension. Everything can work out as long as A-Rod stays healthy,
From your lips to God's ears on the Lord's day. I'm going to ask you one question in return. Are you nervous about Olu now that Joe Douglas traded back and got him, that he didn't trade up for him?
No, because it's free money.
If Joe's so good with trading up, he traded back. He traded back for Mims. He traded back for Olu.
That's true. That's true. But if you want to get scared about that,
he traded back and got Allen.
We traded up for Jordan Travis. He traded up for Travis.
All right, you're right. He did
another trade up. So even with all the trade, you just like Olu seems like the perfect left tackle pass protector, which is something we need. If you were to ask me again, we've already went through let's get Mekhi, who's a fucking animal. Mekhi Becton's playing point guard, light on his feet at 380, dribbling through his legs and around the back. Like he looked like such a physical specimen that's like, all right, he's gonna maul in the run game, and we could teach him the pass game. And it just didn't happen. He was too big, bad knees, injuries. So now we went the other way. We got Olu. Olu is a pure pass protector. He didn't give up a sack, and he's sitting behind Tyron. It's just like we have too many good. I hate when we have too many good stories and good fits, and everything's like, Olu's coming in. He's gonna sit behind one of the greats to play left tackle.
Yeah.
Jordan Travis is coming in. No pressure, no New York pressure, no guys being like, "Oh, he was a fucking bust. We shouldn't have drafted." It's like, no, You draft him in the 5th round, you're gonna let him develop. It's like it's so much easier on him to handle New York coming in a development role right away, no pressure. So there's a lot of good, a lot of good stories and a lot of things that could go right, but with our luck, we gotta stay fucking healthy, fellas.
Bonesy, let me play a little bit of devil's advocate and ask you a question.
Give it to me.
Do you think, just in your opinion, that not drafting another wide receiver in this draft was a mistake for Joe Douglas, considering that the draft was by many thought to be very wide receiver deep, and that was a need for the Jets.
Well,
in this year,
definitely, I get it.
Give me a short answer. I got a couple people waiting in.
My bad.
I know you're a night. No, you're bad. I know you're a night owl, and then when we're done with this segment,
I'll back out and chill. And my bad.
Yeah. Go ahead. Take that.
Long story short, I think the team believes in Gibson and Brownlee a little more than the fan base does. If you listen to Rich Cimini,
Rodgers did too last year because he mentioned him, Brownlee, and Charles and Gibson by number before the OTAs broke.
And Gibson to me showed that he's more than just like a gadget punt returner. He showed me he's got some hands. He had a couple rookie drops, but he played well for me with the situation. Yeah. And Rich Cimini seems to he dropped some news on us with the interview with Jake saying that the team is big on Brownlee. They were big last year on him, and they think that he's going to take a good step too. So I don't think so, man. I think if Mike Williams is healthy, I think Lazard's the perfect person to be like the 4th receiver and sub in for Mike Williams if he needs a little more time, especially with the comfortable relationship he has with A-Rod. So I am not worried about receiver. And I also think there's enough free agencies if we have an injury, between now and free agent training camp, that we could pick up somebody. So I trust Joe Douglas and our staff in the draft. So I'm not one of the worriers.
Thank you, Mr. Bones.
Talk to you in a bit, buddy.
As always,
and we'll see you later.
I'll be chilling.
Bing bong.
Damn, you stop that negativity. Next up, the legend himself, Mr. Charles Gorman.
Charles. What's up,
buddy?
First off, I want to apologize for the lag of my streams yesterday. I apologize. I had no idea what was going on with my internet.
Nothing to apologize for. The interwebs, unlike Spider-Man's webs, sometimes act up and are faulty. We totally understand.
Anyways, I got some interesting. I think one of our toughest opponents outside of the San Francisco 49ers, I've been really impressed what they did in the offseason is the Houston Texans.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
I know we beat them 30-6 last year, but let's not forget, I understand we beat them 30-6, but it was scoreless at halftime.
Yep.
We did go nuts in that second half.
I know, but it was still scoreless in the first half, which I know we won the game.
I agree. I'm just saying that fact that the New York Jets with Zach Wilson put up 30 points and a half is wild.
I know.
It's the rarity, right?
Yeah, you could say that again. Anyways, I really like trading for Joe Mixon, trading for Stephon Diggs, getting, in my opinion, a future Hall of Fame edge rusher, and Danielle Hunter, who, if you thought the Hulk was vain, this guy ain't that bad himself. He's got veins coming out the walls. I'm like, holy shit, this guy is a beast.
Nice.
Anyways, another
That's
take.
The game you're looking forward to?
That's a game I'm looking forward to. Obviously, I love CJ Stroud. I have been impressed with his character. I've been impressed with his play. And I like the fact that he's a team player. He's not one of those young guy that thinks he's hot shit, that thinks he's better than everybody. And I know one's not religious, but I like the fact that he's a man of God, that he's a man of faith. I didn't know why NBC censored him when he mentioned Jesus. They should be bitch slapped.
Because it's NBC. But that's a different topic for another day.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But I think if I'm CJ Stroud, whether or not I win or beat the Jets, I would still learn from Aaron Rodgers. Learn from that man.
And I think they communicate I think they communicated last season after he got drafted. He reached out and spoke to Aaron a little bit, and you'll see that quarterbacks are a fraternity, right? The old, the young, they all pass it down to one another, the information, and the younger quarterbacks are smart to be sponges and get anything they can from the old vets. But all right,
And I
Charles, thank
personally,
you for coming in. Oh, go ahead, VR.
no, I was gonna say, I personally think that this may not be a take that is very popular, but I think that the Stephon Diggs signing is subtraction by addition, because I think that he's a diva and that he is going to, maybe be a poison pill in that room. It's a hot take. You can come back here at the end of the year and, look back on this if you want, but that's just my take on the Houston
No,
Texans.
I agree. He is a diva, but from a talent perspective, he's a Hall of Fame talent. Now, I'm not denying he's a diva. He's a pain in the ass.
Nice. Well said. You're on fire tonight.
Good stuff, Charles.
But
Awesome.
if you look at the receiving core that they have, you got Dalton Schultz, who's great, former Cowboy, laugh out loud.
He's good. He's good.
Dalton Nico Collins. I hope Tank Dell recovers. And then you got John Mechie, who's okay. And then you got Stephon Diggs, who's a great route runner, probably one of the best. I'd say he.
Yeah, I agree, Gator.
I think he and Devontae Adams are among the best route runners in the NFL. They run the entire route tree. It's not like a one-trick pony. These guys run routes.
Oh, yeah.
And they got good hands. Right. So that's all I'm going to say tonight, because I don't want to take too much time from the other guests. See you guys some other time. And congratulations on your first episode.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks for your support, man. We'll see you soon.
You're the best, man. Awesome.
Next up, we have Mr. Manhattan, Barney Miller. What's up,
Mr.
sir?
Manhattan.
What's up, gentlemen?
Are you in the Jets locker room? Is that like
no? I'm in my kid's
the overhang of the locker.
My kid is 18. She's at college, so my wife made me put this in here. So this is the Jets stem, but don't.
It looks like you're about to do like a press conference, and you're sitting at a locker right now.
We'd like to say that we just traded Aaron Rodgers for CJ Stroud. No. All right.
Oh, well, wait a minute. Now hold on.
That's a hot take.
All right.
Here's I got my whole 2 minutes. I mean, it looks like you're giving people like 3 or 4 minutes, but I'm going to take like 2.5 minutes. Hear me out. So you saw I kept putting insurance every time you guys were talking about that. Here's the thing. And Bonesy said it too. Everyone says it. Everyone like repeats what the guys on ESPN say. And here comes my dog. Say hi to my dog.
What's up,
she wants to hear me. That's how excited she is. I'm going to go a little white boy Lowski on you guys tonight. People, Jet fans, Jet Nation, we got to stop saying, oh, on paper, oh, we won the offseason. Oh, if we stay healthy. And then in the same breath, they go, why didn't we get O'Dunes? Why didn't we get Bowers? Why didn't we give a weapon? People don't understand. So here's my whole thing. Last year was like, you ever like rent a car and you get up there and you're like, oh yeah, I'm here to pick up my car. Like, oh, you want to upgrade? Oh, I get an SUV. Oh yeah. And then maybe you want a sunroof. Oh, McCole Hartman. Yeah. I'll say, oh, you want heated seats? Oh yeah, that's Dalvin Cook. Oh, that seems cool. And then, all right, how about the insurance? I don't want to pay that extra insurance. That's what we did last year. And we had no insurance and we got in a fucking car wreck. This year, Joe Douglas is like, we're going on a long trip. We're going to be going over mountains. We're going all the way. Where's the Super Bowl? New Orleans. We're driving to New Orleans, wherever the fuck it is. Where is it this year? I don't even know.
Yeah, New Orleans.
Yeah, it's New Orleans.
We're driving cross country from New Jersey to New Orleans. I drove out to LA once. You got to drive through Missouri, and that shit is boring. So you need your insurance because you don't want anyone falling asleep at the wheel. Last year it was like, oh, we got Mario Andretti. We don't need a backup. We got backups. And the whole thing, and I'm not trying to be negative. I'm not saying, oh, we're going to get hurt, but it's the NFL. So the amount, what is it, 100% injury rate. This year, we signed all the insurance. We were like, let's go. Give me everything. Give me collusion. Give me I forget what are they. I should have written this down. You know, all you know how there's like 8 fucking insurance things on there. We signed them. We got them all. It's like we got tackles. It's like, oh, what happens if DJ Reed? We got the fucking CFL Rookie of the Year. We got people. You know, like where are we not deep? Like maybe
gap insurance. comprehensive,
Insurance, man.
illusion, everything.
We just all that shit. And you might think, well, if you don't get an accident, it's a waste. If you don't get an accident, that's great. That's what you want. But you got it. So, you get an offender bender, you get it fixed, you get it paid for, you get back on the road, and you go to New Orleans because we are going to win the Super Bowl this year. That's my legacy.
I love the
Yeah,
energy.
that's right.
I didn't think
but
anyone
last
would
thing I want
have
to
come
say is,
in.
guys, congratulations on the show. And in
Thank
all
you, sir.
seriousness, the other stuff we were talking about the fact that JD and Salah are hiring like good people. You guys are good people too. I like what you're doing here. Nothing against Jake and Richie, the big boys. They do what they do. You guys are building a real community, and more power to you.
Thank you,
Thank
for,
you, brother.
for saying that. That's awesome.
Always.
I didn't think anybody was going to come in with more energy than Bonesy, but you
Mr.
made
Manhattan.
Bonesy look like a funeral procession.
I beat him out.
Bonesy's
Now I'm
Bonesy's
started.
got to
I'm like
switch off the
Stiggers. He's
decaf.
like, get
He's got
out
to
of here,
come back.
DJ Reed.
That's it, man. Awesome call. Thanks, Barney.
Calling from
He's
the
gonna come
locker
back in and
room.
kick my ass later.
He's calling from the locker room. Take care, buddy.
Be good, buddy. All right. Speaking of funeral processions, let's bring in this deadbeat. Hi, Johnny.
What up, guys? Hey, first and foremost, awesome show, man. You guys being together, it's dope, man. So you guys are killing it.
Thank
You
you,
doing
brother.
your thing. Nick,
Thank you, brother.
you already know, right?
I love you too, baby.
Hey, dude, what a time to be a Jet fan, right?
It's the off season. This is the best time. We can't lose. It's a Sunday and we didn't lose. We're winning. VR joined the show on a Sunday. We won. That's a big win. We're undefeated in May. Let's rock.
Cinco de Mayo, yeah.
I mean,
13 years undefeated.
Look at all the different rooms that are in the positions that we got right now, right? That they're gonna be battling during the camp. We've never had that. It hasn't happened in such a long time. What position are we weak in? Some people say safety, right? Some people say linebacker.
I just want to tell you, I get weak in the knees whenever we talk.
I hear you.
Hey,
So
no diddy,
yo,
no
hey,
diddy, no diddy.
and all the negativity about JD and Salah. Look, man, then we're gonna see Salah with a good quarterback. He's never had that. JD has done wonders for us. We haven't had a freaking GM do something like this in I don't know how long. It's take time to build it, and everybody's like, we want it now, we want it now. Fuck that. Yeah, I want it now, but I want it now and for a while. I just don't want it 1 year and that's it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we've dealt with this crap for so long. But anyways, with that being said, fuck Tom Brady.
Yeah. Wow, what did he say? What did this bitch say about the Jets?
Tom Brady.
He talks shit about the Jets, dog.
He always does. Any chance he gets.
Bro,
You can spoil that. I'm okay. If anyone doesn't want to hear what Brady said on the Netflix roast about the Jets, spoiler alert, Johnny's gonna say it. Mute it, turn the volume down. What did this bitch boy say?
He said who picked this lineup? The fucking Jets organization. Like literally said the New York Jets organization.
Boom.
I was like, you motherfucker. Anyways.
That's corny as fuck anyway. So
yeah.
No worries.
Yeah. You know what? I left my ex-wife. My ex-wife wasn't fucking the yoga instructor. So fuck you, Tom Brady. I'm better than you.
Let's see that hat. Oh, look at that.
Oh yeah,
nice.
Man. Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Johnny's hats looks like a fucking. Johnny's hats look like a toll booth in New Jersey. There's fucking stickers all over the goddamn thing.
Oh yeah, and you gotta keep them on, bro.
You gotta keep the.
I'm looking for the Opie and Anthony Wow sticker on there.
Johnny, Nick is the oldest young man ever. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I think
you can call me immature. I've been called that before.
He doesn't know about the sticker game, man. Come on,
man. He don't, bro. But hey, go Knicks, baby. We take it and we're winning the championship.
Let's go.
And that's Knicks with a K.
With a K.
Knickerbockers, baby. Hey, I've had many girls do that face.
Way to kill the energy of the stream, asshole.
Hey, I appreciate you guys, man. Keep doing your stuff, man. This is been great.
Chef's kiss. Love you, man.
You too, guys.
Adam, welcome. If you're new to the stream, thank you for joining. please subscribe. And if it's your first time popping in, or if you've been here before, thank you. Sorry, I'm reading 100 different things at once. My brain. Oh,
Hey.
we got another thing coming in. To Goodell, you could have given me 20 million, and I would have just told you I fucking did it.
Oh yeah, he admitted to the Deflategate shit, and then the whole like yeah, bro, it was pretty crazy, but
Don't matter now. You can say you're cheating.
Right?
You know
Who
what
cares?
I mean? Like, it's like, who cares?
Oh wait,
Goodell's probably laughing.
maybe we keep him out of the Hall of Fame now. He admits cheating. If Pete Rose can't be in the Hall of Fame, why should Tom Brady?
exactly. Exactly.
Oh,
He's
good.
such
I
he's
want to
such a
say this.
golden
I want to
boy.
say this, and I want to be loud and clear. Fuck Dave Portnoy and your support for Brady and sitting outside the NFL offices. Your little bitch boy did it.
Mhm.
Yeah, he did it.
True that.
He did
True
it.
that.
It's I'll reference it again. It's one of my favorite movie references of all time. Dick Tracy, big boy did it. Big boy did it. Bitch boy did it. Bitch boy did it. Tom Brady is a bitch. Like this stream, subscribe to the stream if you agree with that.
I
Share the stream.
have.
Yeah, you never thought you would hear a Dick Tracy reference on the show, but there you go,
I try
right
to get one in
there.
once a month. I try to get that. I reference Big Boy did it once a month, but with Brady, it's Bitch Boy did it.
All right, guys. I'm gonna keep watching you guys. I'm gonna keep doing your stuff, man. Nick, you already know. Unc, you already know. Go Knicks.
And,
Go Knicks.
wait. All right. I have a question for you before you leave. Any nerves about Obi Toppin coming back to hurt the Knicks and the guy that you traded away changing the series and playing above himself just for revenge? Everyone likes to
Yeah.
talk about revenge season. This is revenge for Obi. He got drafted by the Knicks. Now he's playing against the Knicks. I don't give a shit. I don't know anything about him. I just know that he was a Knick. So I just wanted to poke at you a little bit.
The real brother, he's with the Knicks still. So I'll keep it at that. His brother is one of
His
our
younger
best
brother, yeah, his younger brother is like the end of the bench player right now. He was also in the slam dunk contest this year.
But it hurts seeing Obi over there and all that because I mean he did bleed for the Knicks colors, you know. So
Gator, if you hang out, bro, I'll throw out some good '80s movie references.
but
He was a number 8 pick.
time.
He was a number 8 pick in the drafts. You know, it's hard to see that talent go to another team, and he's still talented. You know,
he is.
The bigger question is, does
Jacob
the fire
is
run hotter? Yeah, Jacob Toppin. Does
What
the
a
fire run
fucking
hotter for
difference.
Brunson against the coach of the Indiana Pacers, Rick Carlisle? Because when Rick Carlisle was with Dallas, he benched him at the end of the playoffs and only let him play like 10 minutes because he said that he was doing shit wrong. So we'll see.
How do you name your sons? One Obi and the other one Jacob. Just doesn't seem like usually there's like a rhyme or rhythm, like a biblical name. Jacob's a biblical name. Obi? Like
Obi,
how do you go from
Obi
Star
short.
Wars to the Bible? Like your two favorite books?
Obi short. His name is like
Obadiah, I think.
Is it Obi-Wan?
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Well done.
Look, May the 4th was yesterday, okay, guys?
I didn't think
May
we'd
the
get
4th
any
was
more new
yesterday.
Knoble jokes a week after the draft, but you were able to do it. Well done. I don't know if that's repeated from somewhere else, but well done.
Well, I did it for Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
I'm
I heard that
you're still standing.
I heard that Knoble is dead anyway, so
I don't really
rest
drink.
in peace. Rest in peace to Knoble.
No, you have 5 kids. Every day is Cinco de Mayo for you.
Bro. And dude, and my wife is nesting right now, man. Bro, I've changed my entire den 8 times. She made me go buy curtain stuff. Bro, it was nuts, dog. So
what's the cravings like? What is she craving right now?
She's craving right now her weirdest craving. I think I would probably say it's
Roddy Piper, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Bro, she likes chocolate milk with chicken Alfredo. Fucking
ooh.
Yeah.
I think I got diarrhea just hearing that combination.
Yeah, dog. But That's really about it.
Nice. All right. Well, you go help her out.
Oh, I will.
Stop helping her out then. How about in the nesting, you get a separate fucking room and stay the hell away from her. Let this woman be.
I hope she makes you change the den like 6 more times.
Gator, here's another 80s reference for you. Johnny, why don't you go get the J.C. Penney catalog and flip through that instead of touching your wife as much? Take a break from her.
Use
Gator with the awesome.
That's what we used in the 80s,
yeah.
man. That J.C. Penney catalog came to the house, man. You went
the truth.
right to the lingerie section.
Right to the bathroom.
All right, guys. Yeah, I'll be good, man. Appreciate y'all.
Be good, bro.
Go Knicks.
Go Knicks.
God, fuck you. Fucking eat a dick.
Quick,
All
what
right.
movie is this from? Gator's reference.
Oh, I always forget the name of the movie, but I know it's Roddy Piper and I know it's the aliens come to Earth. I forget the
Yes.
fucking name of the movie, though. Do you know it?
Is it They Live?
Yes. I believe it is. I know it when I hear it, but I always forget. Yep.
Oh, in the store. Roddy Piper. Sunglasses.
Yep.
To see the
Yeah,
aliens.
Yep.
And he says that line. This classic.
Nice. Barney calling out the chat. I love it. It's not that I talk too fast. Y'all think too slow. I love it.
That was a classic call, Barney. Straight from the Jets locker room. We love that. Barney is Mr. Manhattan. He's our new insider to all Jets locker room talk. I swear that looked like a locker room.
It did. It had the Jet banner up over
Yeah, yeah. All he needed was a microphone in his face.
If it bleeds, we can kill it. Well, if we're doing any reference that has to do with bleeding, I'm going to reference my all-time favorite quote. It's from the esteemed television show South Park and Mr. Garrison, that I don't trust anything that bleeds for 5 days and doesn't die. I live by that. If I were to ever get a quote tattooed on me, it would be that quote.
Too funny. Is there any more hot takes?
No more hot takes.
No more hot takes.
More hot
Come
takes.
on.
So thank you, everybody. That was
awesome.
fun. I'm pretty tired. I'm gonna
Yeah.
admit I am pretty exhausted. How are you feeling?
What do you
How let's do a little recap here before we head out. How was your first show, man?
First show was great, man. I think we were on point with what we wanted to do. And any show, the people make the show. It's not me, it's not you, it's them. And
Fuck
we are
them.
just
Don't give them any credit. They're fucking high enough on themselves as it is. Fuck them.
as
You guys
a
know I love
person,
Even
as
guys
a
like Matthew.
person, as a person who's lived on the other side of the glass, as Steve Summers from WFAN used to say, I know that we the people make the show, and that's the kind of show that I want, and I'm pretty sure that that's the kind of show that you want.
Definitely.
And I think we've successfully negotiated that obstacle today.
We did that more successfully than you tried saying successfully.
Successfully, exactly. There you go. It's late, bro.
That's fine.
I need some
We're
more
old.
coffee.
We both napped today. We both napped today.
Yeah, the nap
I was
was
up
good, too.
early. I was out in the rain for soccer, man. It was cold. It was windy. There was rain. And then they finally canceled the last game at like 1:55. So it was not fun being out there. I came home. I was like, I'm going to warm up. I'm going to take a nap. I was like, I had no interest in doing anything today but getting warm.
And while you were doing that, I was at a barbecue being the grill person on a 400,000 degree grill in 90-degree weather, which is always fun. for about 3 hours while feeding, multitudes of people at the low life love and loyalty barbecue. So that was my my
Nice.
day in a nutshell.
Awesome. Hold
Hey
on,
buddy, I enjoyed. Oh, hold on.
I don't know where Bobby's chatting, and I don't want him upset. There's nothing that I did. I
Yeah, he sounded pretty distraught about that. Nobody was talking to him.
I've been looking for his comment. I don't know where it is. I haven't seen one the entire night from him. He is a paid member of the channel, so obviously that holds a lot of value, and I don't want anybody muting. If it was done by accident, let's figure out what we can do. I'll take a look when I'm done with the show, Bobby. I will go through the YouTube settings to see if somebody accidentally did something and get it corrected. But
Sir.
you know damn well you are a valued member of this show, of this channel, and we will get
You're
it
a jewel,
rectified.
man.
If you are
You're a
commenting and it's
diamond.
not coming up, I don't know why.
Yeah.
But everyone's saying they don't see his comments. And I know he hates typing, so I don't want.
Yes.
I'm going to check real quick. I'll see if I can do anything. I don't know if I could do it from my phone. But yeah, man, this was fun. I'm glad that we did this. I'm glad that we connected.
Great first show. On task. I think people had fun, going along with some of the stuff that we did, and kept it current, draft, schedule. I mean, it's the things that are on the docket right now, and we're gonna provide more content like this, and we welcome also any suggestions of things that you may want to talk about, that you want us to talk about and kind of interact with you on in regards to the Jets universe and our fandom and moving forward. So feel free to contact us with any ideas, and we'll definitely put it, look at it, see how it fits, see if it fits, and put it as part of our segment in the future. And for future reference, any super chats that you want to give us, Nick will gladly sing the super chats in falsetto in his best Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, Star Spangled Banner voice. Yeah, we'll do that for you.
Bobby, I just subscribed to your channel if you're still watching. So it's not like you're blocked or muted. I have access. I could see you. But I don't know. We'll figure that out. Oh, thank you, everyone. Thank you for the feedback. I enjoyed this. Whenever you start a new venture, a new job, anything in life, you're always curious how it's going to go, what the feedback's going to be. So I just want to tell you that it was a lot easier carrying you than I thought it would be. So thank you for I'm old. I know I got the baby face, as you pointed out, but I enjoyed this, and I'm looking forward to other ideas. We're going to work on a video. Hawk was very kind enough to give us some music that we're sorting through.
Shout out to Hawk.
Video. We're going to get some banners. I got to figure out how to center or raise this.
Yep.
I want to get that where it's up above us. But I'm new to this shit. I know, Gator. I know, but I love this fucking hat. I know. I got the green screen and it blends in. I know. Like if I move certain way, like I think my foot kicked that before. It's kind of like Back to the Future, another 80s movie, Gator. Boom. You missed that reference. I look like the picture in Back to the Future. And then all of a sudden we fix it and I come back to life. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. Here. Better? My old man fucking head. All right. Let's see if we can get a smile. I do not want to end my stream our stream with this guy upset.
Mr. Bobby.
Did you figure out what happened yet?
No, did anybody see me typing? I don't know what's going on. Did somebody
No.
block me or something?
Uh,
One of
No,
the
no.
moderators? God,
Mm-mm.
Not that I know of.
Dano thinks Johnny.
Johnny
Fuck me.
doesn't know how to work anything but his hot dog. So let's
Can
not
I
give
ask
Johnny
you a
credit.
question? How do you become a mod?
Dirty things.
I do dirty things all the time.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, he has fuzzy
Yeah.
grape stories.
I know. Well, you asked about them. You asked about the fuzzy grape. So I give it to you. I never gave you the other story. What happened in Queens to me? Yeah.
Oh, that's for
You know
that's a show. That's a show for another time, or
well, I don't know.
I was reading. I missed that comment. What was it? I missed that comment. I was reading the chat.
I got stories from Queens that you never heard of.
Oh, nice.
Well, do you want to hear them or no?
Go ahead. Give me a story.
Well, see, my parents worked in Manhattan, right? So they had to travel. So they got home late. So they didn't trust me and my brother to be alone, right? So we had a babysitter. Her name was Barbara, right? So Barbara had this stupid boyfriend called Danny. And I did not like him in the house. So I told him to leave, or else I bat him over the head with a baseball bat. So went to my bedroom, got a baseball bat, and he ran out the door. So no more Danny. Then Barbara had to go somewhere. Then we had her sister, Joyce. So what? I don't like Halloween anymore because what happened? She you know how you get shaving cream and eggs on you?
yeah,
That's usually how That's how Johnny makes kids: shaving cream and eggs all over him.
So after that, she goes, "Oh, guys, it's time for you guys to take a bath." So okay, we're taking a bath. So guess who joins us in the bath?
Desiree.
No, not Desiree. Joyce.
All right.
Joins us. I didn't know Joyce. I know Desiree in Vermont, not Queens. So
yeah, VR. What happened to Desiree in Vermont? VR.
Well, I haven't got my hair cut yet. I told you she's on vacation, but she has a boyfriend anyway. So I like the guy. I'm not like. I just like her. She's a nice friend. So after that happened, she goes into
2 boys,
for
1
like
bath.
2 years.
2 boys, 1 bath, Gator.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. So she goes for 2 years straight. Me and her did it. No.
Did what?
Had sex. I was only like.
Welcome to Boners with Bobby.
I was only like 12 and 13, and my brother was 11 and 12.
How old was she?
She was like 17, 18.
Let's say 17 because we 17.
Right. Yeah, let's say 17 for all intents and purposes.
2 years she did it. We never got caught doing it. So.
Well, if you didn't want to get caught, I don't know if YouTube was the best place to put the story.
On Friday nights, we used to do it. Every Friday night, we used to do it during watching Dallas. You know, remember Dallas? Dun, 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 dun. You know how it goes.
Well, she liked JR on TV and the junior in the room too.
After school, we used to do it all the time. Then
she was 46.
She had this kid. She was 17, 18, not 46. So she had this boy she was watching. So she threw Michael and the boy outside. And we did it that day too. We did it all the time. We almost got caught because my parents went out to a Christmas party, and we were on the recliner doing it. So then opening the door, I had to rush to the bedroom. So that's my story. And then there was 2 other girls after that. You want me to tell you those stories or wait till another time?
I think I'll speak on behalf of VR in the chat. I think that story is so much the process that we need to let that one sit and marinate
Yeah.
and maybe save Bobby's Sex Tales, which could be another segment
So
on the
they
show here.
didn't like it? They didn't like
No,
it?
no. I think that sometimes stories are so good that you need to
Yeah.
process the story. Like, you ever watch a good movie and the movie's so
Yes.
good, you're like,
I
all right, I
love
gotta watch it
movies.
again to like fully get it.
Yes.
I think that we gotta pump the brakes there. Let
Yeah.
that story. You ever have a good steak? The steak marinates a little
No,
bit,
I
and
don't
then
like steak. Ugh.
all right. Well,
I
the
like
people in the chat
chicken.
might let's say.
I like chicken.
All
A
right,
good
you
piece
ever
of
marinate
chicken.
chicken? You gotta marinate sometimes, and
So
it takes some
do you
time.
guys like the story I told or what? It's a real story.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting. I think it is kind of like the Davis pick for me. It's intriguing.
Yeah, it's
That's
very
how we go
intriguing.
full circle here on the show.
Give me one word for that story, Nick.
Yeah, give me one word. Let's do a little word association.
Yeah. Do that.
Child rape,
Yes.
hyphen. It's hyphen.
Yes.
Inappropriate.
Yes.
Breaking news.
Yes.
Troubling.
Yes.
Sad.
Yep. Very sad. And I found her on Facebook.
Titillating.
Recently, I found her on Facebook. I asked her, "Do you remember doing me when I was younger?" Oh no, I never did you when you were younger. She's a freaking liar. Bullshit. She lied.
Well, Nick, now I know who our next guest for the show is. What's her
Who?
name again? Barbara?
No, I'm telling her name again. You gotta find out.
We gotta search
I
everything.
don't know her last name now. She's married, so I don't know her name. I saw her on Facebook and I typed questioned her, and she lied through her teeth. Now I know why Bobby's of the Yankees up was. No, I
right.
never wore that hat back then. I wore it in New Hampshire. Oh no, so that's
So,
my
Bobby,
story.
was the movie Adventures in Babysitting written on the story of your life?
Oh, I love that movie.
Another
Wasn't that
80s movie reference, Gator, you missed out on.
Yeah, I
Good
love
one.
that movie. That girl was hot.
Elizabeth
Me
Shue?
too.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh my Lord.
Yes.
She was
Oh my God, that is right. Ooh.
I'll tell you right now, Bobby. We're late night now. It's
Yeah.
late night after 11:30 when the curtain comes down here.
Yeah.
She was one of my first wanks.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah. I used to
Elizabeth
do that.
Shue?
No more.
God, Lord.
Heartthrob.
What about
80s.
what about the girl who was in Aerosmith's videos all the time?
Alicia Silverstone?
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, you.
Yeah. Oh,
All right.
yes.
You
Alicia
like it?
Milano.
Alyssa
Alyssa
Milano.
Milano?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's the boss?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Embrace
Carrie
of the Vampire was very good.
Carrie from Kings of Queens.
Terry.
No, Carrie. You know, King of
Carrie.
Queens.
The wife.
Carrie.
Yes. Yeah. You know what other show she was on?
Yes, she was on King of Queens. You asked me this the other day. She was
Well,
also on
let's
Saved
see
by
if
the
I can
Bell.
look
She
the
was
other ones.
Stacey Pelosi.
Yeah, she was. Yep.
All right.
And then she was on. Who's the boss too?
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Kelly Kapowski or Stacey
Oh
Pelosi? What team are you on?
yes.
What team are you on? Zach had a
I
choice,
love.
or they divided
I'll take all
fans.
3 of them at the same time.
So you would be like Joyce. You wanted 2 young ones at the same time.
Well, they're
Full
they're
circle.
old now. Now they're
Full
older.
disclosure.
Now they're older. So I'm
Alright.
talking about now too.
That's fine.
So
All right. That was a lot to process.
yeah, that's true.
That was a lot.
Okay,
was a
what
lot.
other show is Kelly Kapowski on? Do you remember that?
Bewitched.
Yeah, what show? Not movie.
Oh, not Bewitched.
No, she was. Yeah, I know what you. It starts with C.
Charmed.
Yep. And then what
Charmed,
other show was
yes.
she on?
Wait, Kelly Kapowski wasn't on Charmed.
Yes, she was Sharon Dorothy.
It was Yeah, that's not Kelly Kapowski.
That's not Kelly Kapowski.
is the girl from Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, but what other show was she on though?
Oh,
And her name is not Kelly Kapowski.
No,
Her real name is
that's
something
not
else.
a real name. No, that's a character.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
Yeah, that's a real name. That's a real name.
Nice.
You know
she's
who?
she's still hot. She's still
Oh
hot.
yeah,
She's 50,
definitely. Do you know
50
who
something years
Kirk
old.
Cameron's
She's still
sister
hot.
is?
Yes.
Who?
She is the Bible thumper.
What show was she on?
They're both pretty Bible thumperish.
From Full House. She was DJ
Yep.
Tenor.
And then do you know Nancy McKeon?
Nancy McKeon?
Yeah, from Facts of Life. She played Joe.
Oh,
she
yeah.
played Joe. All right.
Yeah, Joe. Okay, you know who her brother is?
No.
Bobby.
What?
I was guessing her brother's name, Bobby. I don't know.
Oh no. Her real no. He played on Alice. What's that show?
Now you're going back before me.
Alice,
oh yeah, I forgot you. What about VR? You know Alice?
Yeah, like Mel's Diner and stuff.
I know
right?
Alice
Yeah,
from the Brady Bunch.
Tommy McKeon is her brother.
Okay.
Play Tommy. Yeah, okay. I remember. I
right.
forgot you're a little younger than me.
All
I'm
right.
old
Bobby,
fart.
thank you for
What?
calling in.
Yeah, okay. I'm a
we'll
little more
figure out-
happier. I just
I'm
don't know
happy
why
that
I
you're
can't type. My hands are tired. Fingers.
I don't know why. We will try to figure it out.
Somebody blocked me. I bet it was Johnny because Dano says I think it was Johnny who blocked me.
Johnny's not that intelligent.
Yes,
Let's
he
not give-
is.
Let's not give Johnny credit. Have you fucking talked to him?
Yes, I
Do
did.
you know how many kids Johnny has? If he was successful in blocking stuff, you would have.
Yeah.
He would have
Johnny's the
failed.
last one who's blocking anything. Johnny is the last one who could block anything.
Well, so when do I become a mod? Can I become a mod soon or something?
We got to figure out why you're not in the chat. Let's figure that out first.
Yeah.
I can't see your comments.
Okay, put
I can't
Johnny
add
on.
you.
He wants to talk to me. Johnny wants to talk.
All right, now you're running the fucking show? All right, go ahead.
Well, Johnny, what's the matter?
Bobby, you know I would never do that. Hey, I don't even know how to use that, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, Dano brought that up. Dano started trouble.
Could have been
Go
Dano.
to his channel. Yeah.
Could have been Dano.
Uh-oh.
Could have been him. Dano, you better start in trouble around here.
Whenever somebody accuses somebody else, that's the person to look at.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where they what? You said?
For those that don't know, Dano is from Western Sleep with Your Sister, Pennsylvania.
Yep. That's the one.
Bobby, he's been
Let's
a
go
bad
Knicks
boy.
in 5.
He's
Let's
been a
go
bad
Knicks
boy.
in 5. What?
He's been a bad boy.
Who?
Dano.
Dano is going to get a talking from me, I'm telling you.
What is
Tell him I'm not going to give any money to him to go to New York, New Jersey. I don't care. I thought I was going to do that, but I don't think so.
All right.
Well,
I hate to see everyone. We had such a positive show. I hate to see everyone getting upset. I don't want to end.
Well, I don't know why you can't type. I hate typing. I like talking.
Can't answer that. I'm not in Vermont. I can't.
I'm not in Vermont. I type in. What's his
you
name?
gotta
all
let
the
me
time.
talk if you're gonna be on the show. You gotta let me talk.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
you
sorry.
can't be yelling over me every time I go to speak. Like I understand.
I'm sorry. I'm from New York. I'm sorry.
I know where you're from. I'm giving you my word that I will get to the bottom of it, and I will do my best to try to figure out what happened.
And at the very least,
look at Johnny laughing over there.
At the very least, Dano needs a chance to come on and give his side of the story. At least give him that, that due, Bobby.
Well,
we are in America, right?
We'll figure it out. The first thing we're gonna do.
Chat, is he?
Bobby, I think it was Scott.
Scott who?
Guys, let's take a deep breath. Bobby, the first thing we're gonna do is you're gonna go on someone else's chat comment
Yeah.
and see if it pops up and somebody replies to you.
There
Oh,
we
If
go.
I
other
always
people,
do it in Jake's. Jake always replies to me.
give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start there. Go on. I don't know if something happened tonight. I don't know what happened on your end or if something happened in our chat. Now, let me know tomorrow. Let the chat
Yeah.
know. Hey, we can see your comments. We can't. Let Bobby know. And then we know it's something that happened here. And then I'll dig deeper to get to the bottom of it. All right?
Okay, and then I want
Bobby.
to know how to get to your Discord.
Friend me on Discord. Proud NYJ fan. No spaces.
I tried to look that up. You're not even in there, they said.
All right. Well, you guys have a good night, Bobby. It wasn't me. Hour.
Okay, that's fine. Probably Daniel's starting all this trouble.
Bobby,
Let's
what's your
go
name?
Knicks at 5.
Bobby.
Go
Knicks
Knicks.
at
What's your
5.
name
Yes.
Bobby, what's your name on Discord?
Let me see. I'll tell you in a minute. It's just Bobby. Bobby.
Or it
Just
could have
Bobby.
been Boomtown, Bobby.
What? All capital letters. What?
Could have been Boomtown.
Why Boomtown?
Actually, you know what? Probably was Hawk.
Hawk. Why Hawk? I stick up for him all the time in Jake's chat. He starts
You
trouble
do.
in that all the time.
That's
Bobby.
why this is so surprising.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dean. Bobby, you're Bobby 5568.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where's
Well,
B
I had to try 5,567 more goddamn options before I got to your number. So telling me there was 4 numbers after it would have helped me. I sent you a friend request on Discord. All right. Now you can get me there, Bobby. Thank you.
Bobby, let me get a smile before you go. Smile.
How's that?
Bobby, give us a dance move. Dance move.
All right.
Yeah.
There we go.
Am I crazy?
Welcome to Boners with Bobby.
All right. We got to figure out what happened in the chat. I don't want anyone in the chat being upset or not or being blocked. So everybody, Johnny, thank you for coming in.
I'm sorry, dude. I don't know what happened, bro.
I don't know what happened either.
It's always your fault, Johnny. What did you do?
It's cool. I can take the blame. I don't mind it.
Yeah. Probably involved pulling out, and Johnny was clueless.
What is pull out? Actually, yeah, somebody said that on the chat.
Oh, it's what the Knicks are going to do in the playoffs this series.
Oh, F you. And on that note,
that's it. That's it. I'm going to end happy. If no one else is going to end up happy on the show, I'm going to fucking end up happy. But, sir, thank you so much. Thank you for joining this venture. Thank you for just being you. Thank you for everyone in the chat. Thank you to all the new subscribers tonight. I will pop on either tomorrow or Tuesday during the day. I might find that little opening, like you said, that lull in the afternoon after Jake, and go from there. And Wednesday night, 9 p.m., Pride and Chaos will now be permanently on my channel at 9. It might be Jeremy. It might not. I might ask other people to hop in. But we'll have fun on that show. And then Thursday night Throwdown after Green Bean. Come on over. And then, just sign up for alerts and pay attention. I might be popping on during the day. Yes. Like, subscribe, share it.
Subscribe.
Tell friends in other chats. There's this awesome, fun show. You don't want to miss. Sell the proud NYJ fan and get everyone over here. We're rising quick. That's what she said. We're at 716 subs. The push for 800 is on. So thank you to all of you guys. Thank you, VR. And we will see you guys again. And until we do, be loud, be proud, New York Jets fans, and an awesome fucking Tio.